All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Let's go, baby. It is episode 90 of the Save Point podcast. That's very low, but it's Darius Day. Not really. It is
running
it's episode
in the
90.
90s.
It is. We're running in the 90s now. We're finally getting into the decade that Ben and I were born and the decade that Brock
turned 30.
Brock turned 30.
Wow, fuck both of yous.
No thanks. All right, enough of that. If you might have noticed that behind Brock and Ben, it's a little bit different. We've moved the studio around a bit.
Yet again.
We moved it. Tom did all of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Tom did everything.
Thank you, as always. But Ben was just looking back at episode 14.
It's fucking rough.
How much better the set and everything looks now compared to then. And it's because we're making that dollar bill y'all now. We're making all that.
We also just don't look dead. Like all three of us in those videos look fucking horrendous.
And you know what's crazy is that we used to do those on our day off.
We did them on our day off and we did them back to back. We do 2 episodes back to back.
Yeah, not all the time, but we did it for probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, some of them were great. I still think one of our best episodes was being delirious at like 1 a.m. when we started recording to do that.
That was the time I think we tried to do 3 episodes back to back. And the last one we started at like 1 o'clock or something.
Yeah, it was when we did the Metacritic.
Didn't we start at like 9:30 though when we actually got into recording?
Something like that. You guys keep going.
It might have been.
It's getting hot in here. Ben's
think
camera's already fucking up. Yeah, get going.
Turn it off.
By the way, viewers, sorry for my voice. I've been sick and it's fucked my
Checking
vocal
on things
cords.
and all the rest of it.
Yeah. Fun times otherwise. But yeah, so if I sound off, that's why you'll probably see me or hear me cough at some point, and I apologize for that. But no, the early episodes
They were
very rough.
You got to start somewhere. You really do.
And that's like episode 1. The 3 we recorded but that we didn't release were very... I would like to go back and watch those. That'd be very interesting.
Oh, they'll be on the drive somewhere. They'll be on the Google Drive somewhere.
Yeah. That would have been a scene because that was a whole different...
It was a very different vibe.
Yeah.
It was very, very different. I mean, I saw the photos. I mean, we're going a bit of a nostalgia trip here. Oh, I didn't start a fucking timer. Standard.
No.
We used to hold our own microphones.
And I was like,
all the time. Yeah.
ASMR.
Brock can't stop stimming. That's
No, I remember I've got a photo that pops up because on iPhone, I don't know if it's the same on Samsung now,
can
but
have it, yeah.
It's got like a widget with like a gallery stuff and it will put random photos up. And one of the ones that always comes up is you and Ben just sitting on the lounge.
The little couch you had.
Yeah, in the upstairs part of the studio we've got here where we used to have the recording part of the studio. Just getting ready with me doing just product shots, basically just making sure, planning out the set. That set didn't last super long. It was just a little bit too narrow. I did like it.
It would have been cool if it was just set out just exactly how we wanted it. It wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen.
It was better in summer. I will say that.
Just because we had an aircon.
Because we had aircon access. We don't have aircon in this room. Oh well. Well, it's episode 90. We're getting into the home stretch of hitting episode 100.
Yeah.
So
and Brock's taking us to Europe on a big boat for our holiday to celebrate episode 100.
It's either we got to become
to an island,
a super duper famous at 100, or
double
it's
down.
over. It's over. There's no in between.
I've got nothing to add to that. Sorry, I'm
standard.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be that as well. But we've got a fair few topics this week. Actually, going off of, we were talking about the big bucks. We got offered a sponsorship. It's episode 90 and we got offered a sponsorship. The only problem, it's for an AI company. So we're not taking it.
No.
I kept getting follow-up emails about this AI company. It's like some music AI company. I'm not doing it. Sorry, man.
No.
I would love to make some money off of this stuff and not spend anything, but our first sponsorship is not going to an AI company.
No. They've clearly not watched our episodes either because we're
Gibbon
not
64.
we're not for or against AI hugely. I think at the moment we mostly land against AI.
Yeah,
but we definitely have seen there is uses for it. There is stuff that
there's funny reasons for
Ben
it.
toys around with photos that make us all laugh. You toy around with a lot of AI happens behind the scenes here just to try and make this a little bit more convenient and
Yeah,
work
just make it a little bit
faster.
easier and
Yeah.
for us to do, honestly. Because I mean, one thing I will say, and it's always where people won't know how much work goes into something unless they do it themselves. The amount of
Yes.
people, I mean, we get comments all the time, and we're used to it being like, oh, they should tax on podcast gear, or they should not everyone needs a podcast, blah blah blah. Which I'm fucking
Grow
with
up.
you. Everyone and their uncle fucking has one.
Yes.
But the thing is, the reason ours looks somewhat decent and it's been going as long is because of commitment, and also I know what I'm doing and I've got the gear.
Yeah.
Tom owned all the gear before we decided to do a podcast. It was just that, hey, let's record a lot of the conversations we have rather than having them in a car park at 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
it's-
Legitimately. And yeah, I mean, I went out and bought some extra stuff, of course. Like I think I've gone out and bought extra cameras, which I've used for other things, but it's because of this. But it's not as easy just, you just sit down, press record, good to go.
No.
Right. The post work and then the pre and all the other shit. I put more time. I probably put like at least a days and a half worth of stuff to each episode for
except
this,
for
which
that.
I'm not complaining about, but I think it's very funny when people are like, I think if people got no idea who are complaining.
No, they don't. And I was gonna point out that last Five Guys episode, you spent
Oh my
so
God.
long trying to like stitch that together. Tom was like, he's messaging both of us, and you can tell just from like how the messages changed the vibe of them. He was losing his mind on just like getting this shit done.
So last week we had another Five Guys episode. So it was us three, and then we had Zach and Jacob, which we'll talk about that in a second. I like the episode, but because we had 5 of us, we had 5 cameras going. We had 3 cinema cameras and then 2 super high-end cameras as well. Got all the footage, got all the audio tracks. It was a fuck around, but we got there in the end. 2 of the cameras we were using were Nikon ZRs, which are little compact cinema camera, a hectic little thing. Ben's got one, I've got one. One of the cameras was recording to a little micro SD card. Sorted. I've got a micro SD card reader. Footage straight over. The other one was recording to a card called a CF Express Type B card, which is like a big, fast SD card, essentially. I don't have a reader for that thing at the moment. The local camera shops didn't have a reader, even though half of their high-end cameras use them, which was very strange. Amazon had a reader. So I got one off Amazon. The reason I got one was because when I plugged the camera into the computer, it limits the transfer to 20 megabit a second.
I was about to say, like for the uninformed, you can't. It's not just like a normal digital camera where you can transfer it very easily directly from the camera.
Well, you can, but for some reason, this high-speed card only had a limit of 20 megabit per second to transfer the files over. And these files, this 2-hour recording is like 250 gigabyte. It took 5.5 hours to transfer over fucking Jacob's camera last week. It took fucking for everything else is done, and I couldn't do it without having that there. I got stuff ready. Oh, it was a pain. So yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into it. We're simplifying it now. We're getting it all sorted, but enough of that boringness.
One day we'll have a crew that can do all of this for us.
We'll get there. The
Behind
crew's
the
me.
scenes.
I won't lie. Even if I had $1 million, I love this shit too much. I don't think I would I would be like, yeah, you can fucking wind up the cables. Let me do all the fun stuff.
It's also like, not just this. I think for a lot of jobs, there's sort of an aspect of, you know what you're doing. It's not that you don't trust other people to do the job well, but there's something in you doing it yourself that like there's that security, that peace of mind of like, I know exactly what's happening here. I know exactly what's happening to the finished product.
I feel like that's extremely heightened when it comes to live production stuff, because I've worked on plenty of crews doing video stuff, doing live video, doing post-production, stuff like that. One of the guys I do a lot of work for, it took working with him for about 6 months to a year before he felt comfortable. Okay, I know I'm happy with you to go do this thing by yourself, and I don't have to be over your shoulder the whole time because I know you're going to go the same vibe I will, and it's because it's for paying clients. It's a guy I used to do a lot of live stream sports for, and it took a while for him to be like, okay, can I trust you to stand at this camera, know how to wind up the cable once we're done at the end of the night, fine, so it's not cooked and I'm going to have to spend another like $2,000 on a 100 feet SDI cable or whatever. And there's heaps of little things like that. And it's just finding people who. What the fuck was that?
I think it was the bar under the table.
Nah, it just takes a while to find people that you can trust and you know they're going to have the same
standards.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not even like you don't want people to have the same standards as you. You want people to have better standards than you do, so that
That's not realistic, though, Brock.
it is. I agree.
We're at episode 90, and we still don't let Brock walk around the cameras unsupervised.
Yeah, but there's very good reasons.
He's got a lot more room now. That was one of the main
Yeah.
reasons I moved. The studio was around, so Brock had more room,
Yeah.
and it's a lot harder for him to hit a camera now.
Yeah, imagine that. The person with ADHD tends to get a bit animated when he's talking.
Just like swinging your bag
When
around.
you've got a fucking $10,000 camera and a $5,000 lens on it, you're not doing that. I don't care.
Fiddle with your own fingers.
I will say, like, you do get along with people who do have that same drive or goal or think they can, like, not even ambition, but strive to be good at something and always want to learn and XYZ thing. Like, that's one reason we know Troy. There's a guy we know, Troy, DJ, Epic, friend of mine. One of the reasons that I became good friends with Troy is because there was so many little tech things that we just bonded over. Like, one of the big things was our cameras, all these microphones. This is an XLR cable. So many people, he does DJing stuff. He subcontracts people out to do jobs for him DJing. They don't know how to roll an XLR cable.
I was about to say.
Same like a power cable going, and if you do it wrong, you're just going to cook it over time.
Yep.
And I remember when he was like, oh, you know how to do that? Instantly, there was like a little thing that isn't hard, but it just shows a little bit of extra care, and a lot of people don't do that.
Yep.
And then off to the races, best friend. Now I slap him on his bald head.
It's very bold.
Yeah.
It works for him though.
Yeah.
It does
Well, we've been going along with a lot of random bullshit at the moment, but one thing I did want to bring up that we just quickly mentioned on, a little bit of an announcement.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nothing too crazy. Save Point Podcast is no longer just 3 people.
Yeah.
We now have 2 lackeys.
They're the ones rolling the cables.
Yeah, they're the ones rolling the cables. Jacob and Zach, who we're on, are not, they're official members, but they're not going to be regular on every single episode.
Guest
so
stars.
They will be guest stars. They're going to be a part of the podcast. We've talked to them. I think they're a really good fit. Jacob especially has been bringing up ideas and things and talks to us all the time. He's been watching since day one. Zach sort of just got roped into it, but is also a good fit.
He got forced to be here.
Exactly. So,
Zach was just here when I was not.
that's how it started. And honestly,
you just roped in the janitor basically.
Yeah.
You're just like, you want a job?
yeah. So,
Didn't they do that in a movie? Or was that what we do in the shadows or something?
Probably.
no, that was the IT guy. I heard about that.
Yeah.
So apparently with what we do in the shadows, like was it Brett, the IT guy or something?
Yeah.
They just told him he was going to have a small part in the movie and just act like yourself. It was like actually their friend from uni or something.
They just make him the main character.
And they make him the main character of the movie and he didn't
Jesus.
properly know till the movie like
Premiered.
was done
It was-
or premiered or whatever.
I hope they paid him well.
Yeah, I think they did, but like
Yeah.
they just like, oh yeah, you're just doing a few little things, be yourself, and he's just doing stuff there to like IT stuff. Whole movie's about him.
Oh god. But going back
cool.
to Jacob and Zach, you'll probably start seeing their faces around a bit more.
Yes.
We've been planning for so long. It's been nearly 2 years of doing other styles of videos. We have now recorded 3 or 4 with 2 in the bag, 2 or 3 edited. They're not my favorite type of video, but it was something quick just to try and get the ball rolling and get an
Yeah.
idea.
Just other stuff other than us talking. It's just us playing a couple of games.
Yeah.
Like games between each other.
We're getting
word
to
association
the
and
point now where we're going to try and finally with this new space
Do stuff.
do stuff and somewhat do it more regularly. And I also have a lot more time now.
Yeah.
As of 2 weeks from now, I will be having an extra day a week, which I'm going to almost solely dedicate to doing stuff for Save Point.
Which means at some point we might go outside.
We might go outside, yeah. I think we'll be doing some outside stuff when he's gone. He doesn't know how to go outside, even though he's going overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to Europe for like 5
I tell you what
weeks.
we'll be doing. We're doing correspondence stuff from you. We will need videos.
Oh no,
from
I already
you.
said I'd be doing
Yeah.
that. I'll make sure I record it on the ZR as well, so it looks good.
Right up your nose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get off this shit.
Games.
Finally, let's get up to some game stuff.
Games, yes.
What game stuff do we want to start
bro,
with?
we need a recurring segment fucking thing.
What's gone up this week?
No. Which one's for me? Yo, is this for me?
Hello.
Is this for me?
That one's not good enough. I was going to do like a higgy thing.
We should just go on Fiverr and get someone to record a bunch of topic titles.
Well,
They're all done with AI now. Like, you can't tell the difference. It's easy money.
We'll talk
Well, then
about
we don't even. Yeah.
All right,
no, we
so-
should start with that. That gives us an easy.
No, I've already got. Welcome back to our weekly segment of Gamers Are Getting Fucked Once Again. Essentially, this week, again, for I think either the 4th or 5th week in a row, there has been a price hike for a gaming item. And this week, it is the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So the Steam Deck has fucking gone through the roof in price. So the main one, I don't believe the original Steam Deck has gone up. It's only the OLED models, but the OLED models have gone up like crazy. And the big one is that the Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte has gone from $650 USD to $950 USD.
Yeah.
What's
that
that, like
is
1,400 Australian?
It's fucking
Close to,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
fucking hell.
That is fucked.
Yeah.
That is really bad. So it's been the Steam Deck, it's been PSN, it's been the PlayStations, it's been the Switches. There was something else that went up as well. Microsoft went up last year and has gone back down, which is good.
Oh, for Game Pass, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You got
About to say,
RAM,
The
you've got-
consoles haven't gone down.
something went up again.
You've got RAM, you've got SSDs, you've got fucking anything else, any computer.
Yeah. It's not a good time to be a gamer, honestly.
not a good
we're
time to
getting
be alive,
we're getting
bro.
amazing games coming out at the moment, but
You can't
the
afford that.
hardware is just it's painful.
Yeah, so the Steam Deck, the new prices for the Steam Deck in Australia for the 512 OLED is now $1,200, and for the 1 terabyte is $1,429, where it used to be, if this mouse wants to fucking work, $899 for the 512 and $1,049 for the 1 terabyte. That's a fucking jump and a half.
It is.
That is fucked, man.
What do you reckon this will do to the Steam box, whatever they're
The
doing?
Steam machine?
Steam machine.
I think it's been almost indefinitely put on hold. I could be proved wrong.
See,
but-
last I saw of it was that they'd given a tentative release date, but the
haven't seen anything about
price
that.
for it, I think they'd gone and said, "Hey, we haven't put a price on it yet. We're still
I'll
in
have a look on,
negotiations in terms of long-term cost."
I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. And if it is, it's
No.
going to be a lot of money. It's sad, man.
The,
It's
the,
really
the
sad.
date I saw was late 2027.
2027.
Yes.
That's a very early announcement for basically a computer.
It's
Oh, God.
it's got a little wish list thing on it on Steam at the moment. You can't even look at it.
That was
It
the
is-
same as the Steam controller before it came out.
No, the Steam controller's got a buy now thing there now.
Yeah, because you can buy it now.
I still got
Yeah, it hasn't
reservations.
gone up in price, thank God.
No. Did we want to talk about this anymore?
I mean,
Actually, I do have a couple
I've got
things
I've got a thing that we can easily skip into, but
Oh,
finish with
well, I was-
your thing.
This is ridiculous. It's every week there is a new price increase when it comes to gaming. And it actually, I saw a thing on Twitter. Actually, I think it was in one of our comments. I could be wrong. Is gaming becoming unaffordable? Is it to the point where it's not going to be sustainable to be a gamer? Because gaming realistically, unless you're super into customizing PCs, has always been, in the long run, a cheaper hobby. I know
Yeah.
people are going to yell and scream about that, but realistically, you buy a console, we're not saying you need to splurge, but if you buy a console, it's going to last you generally 5+ years.
Yes.
And you buy a game every couple of months and it's going to be $100 or whatever the cost is. We're talking about Australian here. It's not cheap, but there is so many other hobbies that are going to be so much more expensive. It's super accessible.
Yep.
There are so many free options with it. You can game on your phone and you're spending but it's now getting to the level where the games are going up. Not crazily. I've never been super annoyed by gaming price. It's not good, but it's not the end of the world.
No,
But these consoles, I mean, Steam Deck going up $400+.
It's a big jump. Like
After
that.
being out for years.
If they're not going to do any improvements, I don't see the reason. I get the reason for why there's a price hike.
Yeah.
It's because everything's getting more
components.
expensive.
Yep.
But you're just pushing people out of buying your own product.
Yeah.
Like people go, oh, like that comment on the Red post was like, just as paycheck was around the corner, which I'm assuming he probably was about to buy a Steam Deck. It's now gone up $500. He can't afford it now.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it's like you feel ripped off. It's like this thing, I could have bought this not that long ago and it was so much more affordable. I am now cheering that I bought my computer when I did. I'm so happy I bought it when I did. Because if I bought that now, it would have been like 3 times as much, like legitimately.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's tough times.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Someone else wasn't happy about the price hike. Tim Sweeney had words to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know who Tim Sweeney is, he is the CEO of
Epic Games.
He is the man who owns the company who just a week ago axed 1,000 people and left them out in the cold, basically.
Yeah.
But no, he had a go at Gabe Newell for this price hike. I've got the actual exact quote here. He said, everyone's being too harsh here, reads Sweeney's tweet. There has been a significant rise in the cost of components that Steam customer spending ultimately funds, and economic trends have created severe disruptions in the component parts supply chain for mega yachts. So he's having a go at Gabe Newell's yacht that we were talking about before the podcast, about how there's been a lot of news on this yacht about how it supposedly has like 10 massive gaming stations.
Just to clarify, Gabe Newell has a yacht. He owns a yacht.
He doesn't just own the yacht. He bought the yacht, liked it so much, he then bought the company that built the yacht.
Yeah.
And they've built him a second yacht.
Yeah, so I saw a video of this mega yacht a month or 2 ago, just popped up in my...
Leviathan, I think it's called.
Just popped up in my recommended on YouTube. It was like, the fuck? I was like, is that Gabe Newell? It's like a side shot of his head, like on a boat with some people. It was not like showing him as the focus. He was obviously in there to try and get people. Yes. I watched this whole video and it's just like a walkthrough and like a hype reel for this fucking yacht, and it's like showing how cool the kitchens are, like the recreation areas, the gaming setup,
stations,
and then it's like all these photos on a wall, drawings, and it's like, oh, people having fun on the yacht, and then there's one saying like, thank you, Gabe, and then there's like a 2-second shot of Gabe Newell talking to some people, and then that's like it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
The thing they gloss over is that this yacht, yes, it has all these cool little things on it. It also has like a state-of-the-art research lab.
Yeah, it's a research yacht.
Has not a submarine bay, but it has some like subaquatic thing. It's basically a research vessel that houses this team that does all this nautical research. It just happens to have all this other cool stuff on there for them to enjoy. And then when they're off on the job, during their downtime.
Yeah, and when they're not on their job, they're rushing B. Literally the footage, it's them all playing CS2.
Yeah, but I saw a list of all the different like scientific areas and whatnot it had on it. Like the big thing was about this research lab it has on it, which is like massively state of the art. It's all for nautical research for, I can't remember the name of the company, but it's something that I think Gabe also might have had like a big hand in founding. Or
Valve.
Boats have valves.
But yeah, that's what the yacht's for, which whether Tim Sweeney knows that or I don't think he cares.
It's a headline.
It is. And I mean, I honestly don't give a toss what Tim Sweeney thinks about other people. The fact that he thinks that like, hey, I'm going to have a go at Steam, that thing that still dominates us in the charts, and we still don't have an idea of what to do with Epic.
Yeah, no one's buying games through the Epic browser.
I mean, like, I'm sorry, like, Tim Sweeney doesn't look anywhere near as cool as Gabe Newell. Gabe Newell is the most, like...
Who do you think they're researching on the boat?
Yeah. Literally, there's those photos of Gabe Newell, like, fully, like, fucking iced out, and he's got, like, grills on, all that. It's like, even though he's a big fat guy, I think he's lost a lot of weight, but, like, a big fat guy, people always loved Gabe Newell because he's just been such a genuine...
down-to-earth person.
Down-to-earth, cool guy.
Yeah.
And you've always heard good stories about him, like how he still replies to people's emails.
Yeah.
And he's always been
I think
super
that's it.
nice.
It's the personal touch. He doesn't go out and make these big aggrandizing statements. He'll just respond directly to the person if they ask him a question.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel the need to like, oh, that's a great question. Let me contact this news team so that we can make it a big thing.
Maybe we should email him.
We should.
I mean, his backlog's probably like 12 billion. But I mean,
I think when that story came out years ago about how he would reply to his emails, like he started getting such an influx because it's fucking Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but great things about the man.
Yeah.
Where Tim Sweeney is like, he's sort of become the face of Epic. He's the founder, but he's become the face since Cliffy B left.
Yeah.
Cliffy B was Epic. So you know who Cliffy B is? Cliff Basinski, who did Gears of War, he did a lot of Unreal Tournament, Jazz Jackrabbit back in the day.
That's the thing I always remember is Jazz Jackrabbit on the back of the case had like a thing for you can play multiplayer and blah, blah. And one of the names of the players there was Cliffy B.
Yeah.
That's the thing I always remember about him. To give slight props to Tim Sweeney, he has got his own humanitarian streak where he bought 1,000 acres or hectares or something of forest to make sure that it like stayed protected or something.
I like him if there's gibbons in it.
There's not. From what I read though, the vibe I got of it was very much like Andrew Ryan Bioshock vibe of like, I'm buying this so that the government can't take it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to take it? Well, I'm going to burn it down.
Does a man not deserve the sweat of his brow? No, says government. He looks like a lizard person.
I was about to say, he doesn't quite look
I don't know what it is
human.
about people. It's going to sound weird, but people who wear glasses and they get photos like that, it always stresses me out how when you're looking obviously through the glass, it changes the side profile of their head. So like you can see there on next to his eye.
Just there.
It's just like an empty void because of how the way the light bends.
I can't unsee that now. You pointed that out, and I can't unsee
notice
it.
that till he said that. Fuck you.
Anytime you see someone with a photo of glasses and you can see it does my head in.
Maybe Tim Sweeney's actually not there.
I don't know. I just think a man who's losing that much money on their platform that they try to directly challenge one of the other biggest platforms in terms of gaming without understanding why it's doing so well. Like they throw money at all these exclusives and free games and that, and they still have to admit, hey, every time we put up a free game, the Steam sales for that game skyrocket.
Go through the roof, yeah.
Because people will just go to Steam and buy it rather than play it on our crappy platform. I was thinking about this last night.
What is the last game that they've released? Was it Paragon?
Ooh.
I think it was Paragon. Like Epic's most recent game was, I think it was let's have a look. Subsidiaries former. No, show me the fucking games that they've made. Oh, come on,
Is there
man.
a publisher like side that you can click on like right up the top?
Let me have a look.
Because there might be like because they might have a section for it. Maybe?
I guess not. I'll just have to search that separately.
Because I know you just said, Brock, they just like let go 1,000 employees or something. Isn't that like a couple days after they announced Unreal 6 with Rocket League's new?
Yes.
It's a weird time to... Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. List of games by Epic Games.
I have a lot of mobile games.
Can you sort it by release date, or is it already
It
sorted
should already
by?
be in release date, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, it's not.
If you...
They did Fall Guys?
No, I think they published that.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's...
Fortnite Ballistic. I don't count that as a game. That's a game mode. Yeah, they're talking about like all the actual Fortnite shit. No. Battle Breakers. What the fuck was that?
Fortnite Creative. Yeah,
I don't count. Like a lot of these are just modes inside of Fortnite. But look at that. They actually haven't really released much. In Robo Recall, I feel like I did hear that somewhere.
Infinity Blade 3, way back on iOS.
Yeah.
We talked about that the other week.
Yeah.
I thought...
What's the next table? If you scroll down, is there one like...
That's
developed
games?
Yeah.
Published games, yeah, this is all random shit. And then games published as Epic Games Publishing, which is even better. Yeah, Fall Guys was published through them, which is through the Epic Store. Yeah, cancelled games. Bulletstorm 2. Oh fuck, I liked Bulletstorm, but that was made by People Can Fly, can't it? Oh yeah, People Can Fly and Epic Games. Gears of War Exile, Infinity Blade Dungeons, Paragon.
I forgot about Paragon.
That's what I was calling. Yeah, no, Paragon. I guess it's cancelled because it was a live service game. That game came out.
Yeah,
it came out. You could buy it. I feel like that's their proper last game they made.
2018, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, besides that, what is it?
It's just
Battle Breakers.
Fortnite.
What is Battle Breakers? I've never seen this. Oh, it's a fucking it's an iOS game. Nah, the last proper game that Epic Games has made was Paragon, because Fortnite was before that, and then they just evolved Fortnite. That's crazy. So their last game was 8 years ago. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
I mean, they're just focusing on the microtransactions now and all the cosmetics and shit inside Fortnite. They've got no reason to go out and
I
make
know.
and publish
It's the
another
same
game.
as Valve. like legitimately.
Yeah.
I mean, but Valve did make Half-Life Alyx, which is still the gold standard when it comes to like VR games.
Yeah.
And Valve has always had that idea, and we've talked about this before, where they really only really make something if they can put a new spin or concept on it. So that's why, like, I mean, Half-Life 1 was very revolutionary in its own way. Half-Life 2 was the physics and all the stuff. Portal because of the portal mechanics.
I mean, as much as you say that, I've yet to see what makes Deadlock unique yet.
I see what I do see the difference in Deadlock compared to other games. It's just not my game.
Yeah.
It's still a normal 3-lane and everything like that. I think it's just more that it does seem very polished.
It was very like we played it a couple months back, and it
Yeah.
was very very polished.
And there was a lot in there for being.
There was
like,
a
lot.
huge amount of stuff in there. It just, much like you just said, it definitely wasn't my game for sure.
Nah, it wasn't my game.
I enjoyed it, but I feel like if we had started playing it when it first came out and there were like 6 characters, maybe it would have been a bit easy to get into Deadlock. But
yeah, and if the other team wasn't complete sweats.
yeah,
Yeah, good luck with that.
that was chaos. They were long games too.
Yeah, they were very long games.
Yeah, it was like half an hour a match or something, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
minimum, I think.
Yeah, it was minimum.
But I mean, like people who really get into those type of games, they will love Deadlocked. It just wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't for me.
Which that, like, I'm...
Surprised we got you to play it actually, Brock, being a new game.
No, I played Marathon
3.
with you as well.
You
I-
did.
Let's go on to that
Yeah.
quickly. I think I'm going to buy Marathon.
There's
You
a free
reckon?
weekend coming up
Okay,
this
perfect.
weekend, I think. I think
Perfect.
it's either this weekend or next.
Oh fuck! If it's
yeah.
this weekend, hopefully it's next weekend.
I think it might be for state to play, and it's like the whole game's like free to play for that period of time.
I never had
Actually,
a proper
now
go
that
of
you've
Marathon.
said that does ring a bell, yes.
I never had a proper go of Marathon, and I'm looking for something that I can play on controller on PC.
Well, try it. I think you're going to be disappointed.
I'm not looking at it like I think a lot of other people are. I just like the gunplay. I think I could like it. I might not. I might have a go.
I enjoyed the gunplay as well. It just like for the
The
3 or
gunplay
4
was
games we played.
absolutely fine. It is, I mean, we've talked so many times about how Bungie does gunplay really, really well.
Yeah.
Even this is new Bungie. This is not old Bungie. This is new Bungie.
But they still have that thing about it.
They've got that pedigree.
Yeah.
Yes.
2nd of June till 9th of June.
The UI,
Oh, from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hectic. Okay.
This
no,
is
that might be-
US, but I mean, yeah.
the UI was the biggest thing that let that game down for me. It
well-
was so convoluted and so just
I have heard that, but so you're saying Marathon was so convoluted. They might be refining it now because Bungie is finally sunsetting Destiny 2.
possibly. I saw a thing that they might be turning it into Destiny Infinite.
I also saw that, but
It's a rumor,
Fuck you.
but I mean, whether they just go to like, hey, we're just gonna like run this all on automated basically and just have like everything just on a cycle.
Yeah.
Like, enjoy, go to town on it. The servers are just gonna keep this on life support.
yeah, I mean, like we're going to do enough they're going to pump enough content out that it should keep people happy for at least the next 12 months, hopefully, if they keep everything up and running. But I mean, I think they were kind of counting on Marathon to be that next step, and then hey,
They thought it was going to be an instant win.
yeah, they're like, okay, cool. Everyone likes the looter shooter type extraction shooter thing. Arc Raiders is doing well. We'll bring this out, and then that'll carry off from when Destiny obviously gets sunsetted. But I don't know. There was just a lot about like I really don't like Destiny, but it's also a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah.
Once you get into it, yeah.
Correct.
I mean, it's
Marathon, like we played it for a bit, and I'm trying to learn things. I'm trying to figure out what's what. The UI drove me up the fucking wall. The aesthetics of that game was great. Marathon's gunplay was great. Just the character designs were cool. It just was not entertaining for me.
It did not have the welcoming vibe that you're expecting for a game that, hey, this is my first interaction with you. What are you about? As you said, the aesthetics, loved it. The overall gameplay in matches, that was great. Bit disappointing how quickly we downed those other teams. We could have used a little bit more of a challenge, but yeah. I think the problem was that the first team was bots and the second team just wanted nothing to do with
No.
it.
We thought both teams were bots because the bots were also really easy to kill. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're
Oh,
bots.
that's right. Yeah.
No, they were the only other 2 teams on the server.
We'll just have to
Um,
either wait and see when I
But
play.
yeah, the getting into those, like figuring out what each of the items were This is not, I understand for an extraction shooter, there's like a timed aspect to it too. Like you need to be quick. You're not going to understand what every single item is in the match and blah, blah, blah. When you're just in your inventory between matches, you should not be struggling to understand what the fuck does this item do? I have all the time in the world right now. I need to know, is this thing worth keeping in my limited inventory slots or do I just junk it?
I won't lie. I don't think that's a thing just to Marathon. I think there's so many games that have such
You're not wrong.
convoluted inventory or menu systems, and they've got so many items and they don't properly explain it. I've said this before. I fucking loved. I haven't beaten it, but I loved Expedition 33. That menu system was fucking foul. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I really couldn't get my head around it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I know you'll get to a point where it's second nature. It was not intuitive at all.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
Marathon's biggest bug for me was especially the health packs. You could pick up expired ones that had like, I don't know, 11% health or something instead of getting like a full one. It's like, but they're the same shape. One just has a little slightly different design on the box. And it's like, you're running quick heals. Oh yeah, cool. I'll grab all those. They're all fucking empty.
Yep.
And they don't distinct them enough from a full health pack to the little.
And it doesn't stack them in the same inventory slot of like, hey, you use the full ones and then go down to the.
That seems like
ones.
something they could easily fix later on,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm excited. I'll try it again because like.
Yeah, I'll re-download it and I'll have a go.
I might jump in with this maybe, but
I would like
it's
to have a
fun.
go because
It's
who
very
knows?
gorgeous.
There's we've said this before with plenty of stuff. There's plenty of games where you give it a go and you're like, this isn't for me, and then you have another go later on. You're like, fuck,
Upgraders?
I am in.
Just quickly as a game that we could play together, do you remember you talking to us about Vane like ages back ago? Zombie game that you were like,
Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
apparently it's gotten a couple of updates that make it a lot more sort of like, it flows a lot better. I want to give it a try. I'll have a quick look at it this week.
A lot of those zombie games, I bought them and they were fucking shit. They were so bad. It sucks. They really need to make a good one.
Before we go too far away from like Marathon and inventories and items and all that, just quickly, do you get annoyed by how many games will have like, hey, we've labeled all these items as different classes, things. These items are all the junk ones. You don't have to worry about them. If you pick them up, just sell them straight away. They're all junk. By the way, there's a secret quest that if you like gather all these ones labeled as junk and give it to this one guy, you get this really good thing, blah, 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 blah. Does it annoy you how often that happens? Where like, I've scrapped all of the junk items. Like, why would I have kept them? You specifically told me they're junk. Why would I have kept them for this quest that now pops up?
I mean,
a lot of people
really.
hoard shit in video games.
yeah, I hoard stuff like crazy. And I've been, honestly, hoarding ammo and weapons in games has been a thing that I've always done. And I know so many. And I've actively trying to get away from doing that. It was always the thing in Halo.
Yeah.
Find a rocket launcher. I've got that in my second slot. I'm not using it.
Yep.
I'm just not using it. And then I'll be like, I'll get to like a Wraith and be like, oh, but maybe there's something bigger I need it for. It's like, I've played this mission 85,000 times. Oh, but maybe there's something bigger. It's like, yep.
You're waiting for that big cinematic moment where you're just like, I've got the perfect tool for this job.
Yep.
Yes. No, I get that as well. Every RPG, you're like hoarding potions and like, oh, I've got all these attack potions, but I won't use them I've got 60,000 of them, but I won't use any of them. I'm going to save them all for that last boss.
You save them for...
And then you don't use them.
Yeah, all your health and mana potions in Skyrim, and it's like you're fighting a dragon, you're like, I'm about to die, you can't see your health bar, and you spam 45 different things to be like, let's see if they'll all work at the same time.
Yep.
Dies.
Yeah, no, we've got plenty of stuff to talk about this week, so we'll get off to that. There's one big thing. I'll just quickly look at this while I'm talking. The first thing.
I was going to say, speaking of hoarding ammo, did you have to do some of that recently?
Yeah. In regards to what?
Well, I believe James Bond 007 First Light came out this week.
I don't know how that had to do with hoarding ammo.
Well, I mean, he's got a gun and he shoots things. It was going to be...
How's that hoarding ammo? All right, we're back. Brock was just pissing and doing some crazy stuff. But yeah, 007 First Light. So I played the new Bond game.
You've been playing it for about a week now, haven't you?
About a week ago.
Yeah, I got it on release. I was umming and ahhing if I was going to get it. I was like, fuck, I don't know if I will. I am so happy I bought 007 First Light. This game is fucking hectic.
And just quickly, you bought it on PC, yes?
I got it on PC. This is actually the first narrative game that I've bought for the first time on PC and just completed it straight through.
Is there a reason you went PC over console for this one?
I was umming and ahhing. I really wanted to have a good test out of the Steam controller. And on top of that, I wanted to see if I could crank the graphics a bit. This is the first new game. I was like, okay, I'm going to just crank it up and see. It was also a little bit cheaper to buy it on PC than console. And I got it 24 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Because I think the pre-order was the same price as the full game release. If you bought
I ended up getting it from a key site.
Yeah, right.
$8 cheaper. So I tried to pre-order the game, but if you pre-ordered the game within 24 hours of it coming out to get that 24-hour thing, it wouldn't let you. So I had an option to pre-order it, and we were doing the podcast last week, and it got to 12, and I was still editing. I was like, oh, I better go buy it now. And it didn't give me the option anymore because it clicked into the early access period. Fuck. So I was like, what do I do? So I ended up finding it on a key site. That was the only way I could do it. Ended up being $8 cheaper anyway, and just got it. But yeah, 007 First Light. So it's by IO Interactive. So the people who do Hitman and did Kane and Lynch back in the day. I was very worried that this game was just going to be Hitman with a James Bond skin.
Yeah.
I'm not the world's biggest James Bond fan. I do really enjoy the Bond movies. I watched a lot of them as a kid. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't watched every single one of them, but I've watched a lot.
50 of them, so I don't blame you for that.
There is a lot of them. But I've watched at least 2 or 3 from every single time period. I probably watched about 20 of them. I think there's 27 or something like that. But and it's been a while, but this new game, 007 First Light, just feels like a Bond movie. And the best thing about this game is James Bond has been a character that's been around for years. I mean, the Ian Fleming novels, but I think the first movie was 61 or 62. Something like that.
Right.
Back when Brock was born.
Yeah. But we're looking at 60-year-old franchise that has tens of movies. This is a fresh new take that feels very true to form. Because for people who don't know, this new 007 game is his origin story, which they've never done, or at least to my knowledge, really dabbled in.
I'm just glad that they've some people are going to get up in arms as I say this. They've changed him a lot since the original Ian Fleming novels. There's a lot in those novels that are just like very weird to have these as traits for a person.
Yeah, I mean, it was a novel from the 50s and 60s.
I get that, but it's things like I don't know if this was a thing that Ian Fleming just wanted to say that James Bond believed, or whether Ian Fleming himself believes it. But there's a line about how I can't remember the exact context, but he knows that homosexuals cannot whistle. And
he's got the truth.
It's just like, that's a wild, back then, obviously not that wild, but nowadays that's like
back then.
I don't know.
Coming out of World War II.
Brock, there isn't a mission where you're doing that.
But every woman that he hooks up with in the novels is supposedly described as having basically has a hairy back in the small of their back, has faint down in the small of their back. Every single one that he hooks up with in the novels.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, okay.
Just some weirdness that's in the books
so
that I'm very glad they moved away.
So back to the new James Bond video game on the video game.
The one
podcast.
that came out in 2026, not the novels from 53, but go on.
Okay, so 007 First Light, like I said, this game starts before he is a part of MI6 or has any relation with them. Only very briefly, but really cool. It's got him as a air crewman on an SAS helicopter. Gets it down straight away, and you basically, you're the only survivor, and then you get an earpiece that gets tapped in by MI6 saying, do this, blah, blah, blah. And it shows your progression. There is a long stretch of mini missions where it's you training with a bunch of other agents to become 00s. Like all the other Bond films, it is set in modern day. So this is a prequel sort of story to James Bond, but it is the most up-to-date time period-wise.
Yeah.
So this is 2025, 2026.
Which I think serves them very well. If they went back and did it, they limit themselves a bit. Doing it now, they can do sequels very easily.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, there was very little, tying themes between all those movies. The only thing that I can think of in the original Bond movies that sort of connected them in any way was the actor who played Q.
Yep.
He was from I think the second movie up to like Die Another Day or something, or the movie before it. And then he got replaced by John Cleese for like a movie and a half. And then it went to the Daniel Craig movies. But, so like I said, I was worried that the new James Bond game was going to be Hitman with a reskin. It isn't. I am actually really impressed, which I really shouldn't be because IO Interactive have been around for years, but they've always seemed to do the same type of game every single time.
Yeah.
This game, the combat is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. The hand-to-hand combat, which is a very main pivotal point, is absolutely amazing. The gunplay is hectic. It is great third-person shooter gunplay.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And I haven't played as much of like the Hitman World of Assassins type of games as much. I played a fair bit of Hitman games throughout the years, going back to the original to like the one from like 8 or 9 years ago, which is the same style as these newer ones, just not as refined as the newest ones. And they've always been good and they've had decent gunplay, but it's not been like a third-person cover-based shooter type of gunplay where it's a lot more polished. This new James Bond game is that. It just straight up is. Probably the most lacking part of the new Bond game is the stealth. It is nowhere near as good as like the Hitman games or anything like that, which I think, people think spy and think stealthy and things like that. And Bond does a lot of that in the movies and in the games and stuff like that. But he's also an action star.
Yeah. And so he's meant to sort of blend in. He's not supposed to be like, he's not in the shadows like a Tom Clancy sort of story.
He's not Agent 47. He's not that. Like there's times where he'll do stealthy things and it makes sense. But a lot of those mechanics aren't quite the same. Like for example, when you knock someone out, you can't pick up their body.
No. It's supposed to, the way I've always understood it is that Bond is supposed to be getting into areas and getting through situations more with guile and charm rather than sneaking in.
Yes, generally. There'll be times where there is missions like that where he's sneaking in that, but it is a lot of the time. There is a mechanic in this game where if someone finds a body near you, if you've got a certain meter full, you can bluff. Like bluff them as like, oh, I'm just like a janitor, or it's like, oh, that person was already there, blah, blah, blah. There's a couple of mechanics. I didn't really use it much. You can go through this game being completely stealth, non-violent. I didn't do that.
I do like those type of game modes that are inside the game.
It's not as appealing to me with that like it is in like games like Dishonored or like Metal Gear or anything like that. Well, Metal Gear was way more dependent on stealth. But overall, this Bond game, I've still got more to say, but 007 First Light, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
It was that good. It was one of the best story experiences I've had a game with in years. I always wanted to jump back and play it. The last mission or two is probably the worst ones in my opinion, and they're still amazing. Still great.
I've not heard a bad thing. I've seen a lot of people talking online saying it's either you love this game or you hate it. There's no in between, which I think there's a lot of games like that these days. Yeah. I really want to get it. I also have Forza and Lego Batman to smash through first. And
I've seen a lot of people, I'm assuming taking the piss, a lot of people just going, oh, literally unplayable, look at this. And then there'll be like some slight grammatical error with a subtitle or something. But I haven't seen anyone being like, I really dislike this bit in the game, blah, blah, blah. Everything else I've seen is
Steam reviews going mental at it for no reason.
I didn't see any of those. Okay.
Yeah, well, you keep going. I'll get them up.
I saw a couple of people talking about like there's one scene where there's like you're in a bathroom, there's reflections and there's lighting, and everyone's like, this is how you're supposed to use lighting in games. Like it's not all about path tracing and ray tracing. If it's lit correctly, it can look hectic. Because I think on PlayStation it's capped at 60 frames or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I was playing it at about around 120.
Yeah.
4K. Like everything ultra.
Yeah.
I used upscaling resolution because if I had everything top, it was usually getting around, I don't know, 70 frames ish, and I'm playing on a 5090 Ultra 9. But as soon as I put on the fucking
DLSS 4 or whatever it is,
which I don't like frame gen. DLSS I think's great. I think
Yeah.
it's done. It's all like you can barely tell a difference half the time. But on Steam, it's very positive. 007 First Light. I'll get rid of this shit here. But
Some of the set pieces for the game that I've seen, like
really good.
The opening like title card, like this is 007 First Light.
Mhm.
I saw like a snippet of it and I was like, I have to stop watching this because it's like I really want to go home and buy it, but I can't justify it right now with the other games I've got.
Yeah, it's very much like that. There's a few people on here saying things like, they're saying that they could cut like parts of the game. I will say that it is parts of 007 do feel long. The missions are long missions. There is 17 chapters and 10 distinct missions, and all the missions go for like around an hour ish. But they're broken up a lot.
Yeah.
Like there is my favorite mission of the game is probably the first one, the first main one where you're like infiltrating with a bunch of these other recruits into this into a castle. There's driving segments as well.
Yeah, I did see when they did the gameplay trailer.
Great.
Thing.
Like none of the segments feel shit. It doesn't feel like this is a tacked on bad part of the game. It all looks really decent.
Yeah.
I will say the villain is probably the weakest part of the game in First Light. The story is good and bad. There's parts where it's really interesting and cool, and it's parts of the 007 James Bond like universe that you don't really see, like the recruits and the training of their operatives and things like that, which is cool. And that's at the start of the game. When it gets to the end, there's a lot less cool factor, I guess, with it, because it's getting a bit too same old, and the villain and everything don't really hold up as much, but still enough that it was really fun. Like I said, it's showing the bluff and the lure mechanics just there, where you walk into areas you're not supposed to, and he's bluffing to say, "Oh, I'm supposed to be here," blah blah blah, type of thing. You need to have a certain amount of meter to do that, though. But yeah, I mean, look at these. Ton of reviews. I mean, like,
I'm very
accolades,
intrigued.
yeah. It is. I would really recommend it. I mean,
That's why I hoped you got it on console and bought a physical copy so I could just
Nah.
borrow it as soon as you were done.
it was really. It does benefit from running on a nice computer and looking really nice, and the high frame rate really does. One thing I really liked with 007 First Light, there wasn't a stupid reliance on the theme. Well, games like this, they're gonna just blare the James Bond theme all the time.
Yeah, okay, the musical
or they're
theme,
gonna
yes.
they're gonna here's always like the nostalgia hit of this thing and this thing and this thing. They play the main theme twice. Once is at the credit, and once is credits, and one was in a random spot when I'm driving a dumpster truck, like, and it was like, oh yeah, cool, blah blah. But they pump it up crazy,
Because I think Lana Del Rey does the...
She
does the Bond theme for
so they do a Bond theme at an opening, just like the movies.
But does it go as hard as the pause music for GoldenEye?
No, it's not like that. I will say this, I think 007 First Light is the first proper James Bond game. There is Bond games, but this is the first. This is like the movie.
Yes.
This is proper.
Which is what I want.
Yes. It's a great experience.
That whole sequence there is just fucking
Yeah.
like, it's hectic.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
The
I don't
guy
know.
who plays Bond, I think it's Patrick Gibson or whatever. Great job, absolutely great job. I will say it is a bit more. He's serious at points for sure, but it is a bit more funny, wacky, kooky Bond, like a bit more like your 70s, 80s Bond, not as much of your more serious style.
Yeah.
I like that they even kept like the theme of the opening
Opening
sequence.
cards and that. Yeah.
As being very, because it's still, I mean, even like Skyfall and stuff, they're still very, they've got a look about them.
Yes.
And I think it suits, like, the opening of like the Daniel Craig Casino Royale is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just all of that. Like, they're the one trailer, like, when he's like, oh, do you want to skip the intro? No, you can't skip those because it's part of the movie.
Oh, 100%.
I have seen a lot of talk about that they want IO Interactive to make a John Wick game. and see how they can do with that, because it's
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's the type of thing. It's like, give it to. I would for that. Give it to someone else. Don't make IO Interactive. Okay, let's just do this same type of game with a different IP.
yeah.
Like, that's a cool idea, but it's like there's other people out there who could do a different take on it. I think John Wick would be great. Well, John Wick isn't
No, not
like this
yeah.
as much. It is way more just straight action. Like, it's always that's more of assassinations and things like that, and
Yeah.
fighting. Where this is half the game isn't the combat, but the combat is so fleshed out and good.
Yeah,
The voice acting is great in it. The one of the main characters is, do you remember Morgan from The Walking Dead? The guy with the stick. He's like your mentor in this game.
that's cool.
He's an old 00 agent, and he's the one who trains you up and everything like that. He does a great
With that
job.
training, you said like you and a whole bunch of the other recruits like training up to be 00 agents and that. Have they kind of set it up for, hey, we might be doing a GoldenEye thing? Like, did they introduce 006? Do you know any of the other recruits?
I don't want to. It's going to spoil it.
Okay.
So maybe ask him that question when I'm not listening, and all the viewers that haven't bought the game yet, Brock.
I was just asking. Like,
I will
hey,
say a
does
lot of this stuff's
character,
very early on.
does
Yeah, I mean,
does
you're-
a number, does a particular number?
Well, I mean,
pop
if you're
up?
training with the other recruit and he's there to get his 00 status, I would dare say there's probably other 00 recruits that got it before him
I know,
somewhere
but,
E
in the game.
But do they say like, oh, you're going to be 006,
So
and like,
the idea,
a name is dropped?
this is like first mission. Literal thing is that the idea is that there's a new so there's a new head of MI6 or SAS, I think is what they're actually called, or ASS or something like that. This is the actual name of the British intelligence service or whatever. There's a new M, and she's reinstated the 00 program. It's been away for 10 years because they have basically installed a massive AI inside of MI6 that helps them with their missions. And since then, their casualty rate has dropped by like 40 or 50%. So a lot of these secret agents and more
Heavily trained
like
people,
crazy,
needed.
like out there type of programs don't need to exist anymore. She decided to bring it back, and you're in the bunch of recruits with it, and one of the old agents is training all of you.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say without spoiling it. I can talk to you about that later. But I'm trying to think of anything else that I've got here. I've got a little list. I'll look at it real quick. But if you want a narrative game that's got great combat at the moment, 007 First Light, I think, is your best bet by far. This has got a lot of replay. That's got its own like little challenge mode thing where you can go through like little missions and stuff on the side. I was playing that last night. Really fun. I'm going to go back and keep playing that. I'm not going to uninstall this game anytime soon. I don't have anywhere much want to do like over the top 100% runs on PC for some reason. I've never have. For me, that's always been a console thing.
No, like I have no interest in the achievements, or like it doesn't do anything.
Neither. But I feel like I might go through and do some stuff just because I like the game that much. I will do that if I really like the game. Also, a couple other random things. They've got a couple of random cameos in this game. So one of them that Ben keeps bringing up and he just loves talking about is Cabby Lane's in it, who is
Brock still has no idea who that like at all.
I saw it. I didn't recognize him. I've never.
He
seen
looks
him.
weird in the game.
Yes.
He does look weird. He looks like one of those kids who like half his head hasn't formed properly, which he doesn't look like that in
Jesus.
real life. But yeah, no, he's in the game. He's very strange. He just does his thing where he goes or whatever, and it's like, okay. And like everyone who's seen it is like, why is this in there?
Yeah.
Very strange. Jacksepticeye guy's in it.
Yeah, I have seen that.
He gave me a badge like in a nightclub. There's a nightclub mission in this that's fucking hectic as well.
I have heard it. It doesn't have Chase and Status playing or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. So that like a DJ duo in it.
It's a bit too
I'm trying to
young
think.
and hip for Brock's music tastes.
There's Bond girls in this.
I have seen some of the Bond girls.
Like there's a couple. She's one. It's interesting. They've led up to another game like that. There will be another one of this. I can almost guarantee.
There's infinite story possibilities they could do. They could go back and do one of the old books.
I think they will directly continue this.
Yeah.
I reckon. My only thing is, I think this game got announced like 5+ years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried that it's going to take ages for another one to come out.
Which is, I think, why people, when they saw, or like, because they did the first gameplay, I think just as the game came out, and they're like, oh, here's like the Cabby Lame's in. It's like, why is he here? How long has this game been in development?
Yeah,
because
'cause
he was
he-
really big 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, since then he sold off his likeness to AI for a bag of cash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could have just been a last minute throw, and it could have also been something from the start 3 or 4 years
That's
ago.
a problem when you make something that, like, if he appears in a main story mission, that really dates that game. Whereas if it's something that's like, hey, you go down a side hall and there just happens to be a reference
You don't.
there,
He's
very
just like
different.
on a path. You're in like a resort.
I've seen the
yeah,
clip. Yeah,
like it would still, you wouldn't know who he is, but it would still have context. Like oh, he's doing a weird thing. Like, of course, look at the sign, type of thing. Whatever.
Well, you walk up from the clip I've seen. James Bond walks up, asks a question with an obvious answer. He asks, "Hey, where is this thing?" While standing right next to the sign, pointing to the thing, and the Cabby Lane stand-in just points at the sign.
Yeah.
as though that obviously
Yeah.
that way right there.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that is how he's made his millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably close to billions now. Knowing that.
I want to have a look because it's
Ridiculous amount of money. Negatives though of this game, there's a couple that I do have. The main thing is this game does have a little bit of Hitman-y-ishness with, I guess what IO Interactive does, where there's some missions where it's like doesn't really tell you much. Well, this game isn't hard. I was fine with that, but there's times where it's like, this is fucking boring, annoying little section that you've put me through here. Why am I doing this thing? I've got to send a robot into this room to open this other room to go through like a fucking office building at night. Like little sections that didn't need to be as long as they were, and they were just fucking boring.
It was something. Oh, this is a good idea to have here. Let's spread it out and have it happen again and again.
Yeah, and like there was an office section bit in this game where it was really boring to me, the actual environment. Then they get to the second half of that mission, I really liked it. And some of the set pieces in 007 First Light are fucking amazing. Like you said, that first mission, which is in Iceland, I believe, and then like there's an escape sequence in it, fucking great. The first main mission, which is at this this bloody like castle or whatever, amazing. The whole thing that leads into a lot of the set pieces that you've seen throughout the trailers. Really good. But there's a couple parts, like there's a mission that's set around MI6's building, and it's nowhere near as good in my opinion.
Let's
And
go meet the office people.
There's a lot of that. You can just go up and just talk to people and get a bit more lore type of stuff.
Second mission from, what was it, Assassin's Creed 4 or whatever, where it's like, hey, stop playing the fun, jumpy parkour game. Walk around an office for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, with you're doing your research, or whatever, in the Abstergo offices.
Yes.
Yeah, stupid stuff. I remember that as well. But that's the main thing. Yeah, Bond's just a really fun time. One thing I will say is that a lot of the marketing, or people kept saying that the main villain is Lenny Kravitz. Like the character that Lenny Kravitz plays. He's in one mission. Like, not to spoil it, but you find that out really soon.
Is he the guy that there's a photo of in here?
Let's see. This is one of the main villains. That guy there. So yeah, that's Lenny Kravitz there.
Okay, that's exactly who I thought it was then. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not. I saw stuff where they were really pushing and saying that Lenny Kravitz's character in 007 First Light was like the main bad guy. He's not. He just isn't. Also, I don't really
wonder
have
if that's them just trying to subvert everything, like
If
Far
it
Cry
is-
3 with Vars, where it's like they were setting him up to be like the main villain for all of it, and then he dies halfway through.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
he
just like,
also
we need
is
someone else
like
to
a main
stand in.
villain for a lot of it, and he's the most iconic and memorable part.
Yeah, he's on all the artwork.
Yeah, well, he's a memorable part of that game and like the most iconic part.
Yeah.
So, but this is like less than a tenth of the game that guy's in.
I want to play it now.
Yeah, you should get it. It's a really fun time.
Yeah. But am I gonna? I don't want to wait like 8 weeks to play it though. I kind of want to play it now.
Well, play it now.
Just turn on family sharing.
We could. But yeah, no, they obviously put new there's like a Money Penny and there's another Q and there's a M. I
Just
thought
walking
everyone
down that hallway, all I was expecting was just like the door decided to open up and like Beast and Wolverine just to walk
walking
past.
through.
Honestly,
there's a
It
few.
looks so
There's
much
a
like the
bit of
X-Men shit.
bit of product placement. One of your main gadgets is a Leica camera, which is like a $10,000 camera. There's some other brand that's in there as well. So there's Jaguar, there's Aston Martin in it.
Which, I mean,
of course,
they're synonymous with the brand Bond. So
Range Rover,
yeah. What brand of watch does he wear?
Omega.
Okay,
Yep.
that's the current one. So
Yep.
I know that's what I think Daniel Craig wanted. Had
was
some
it the
influence in
Omega
it.
Spycron 6 or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember there was a big thing about that when like they were doing the last few movies that he got his Omega watch and it looked very cool, very expensive, but
The gadgets in this game are cool. Nothing too crazy, honestly. I was actually a little bit let down by the gadgets as much, but everything else, that the hand-to-hand combat in this is very Batman coded in a way, but it's not as much locked on a character. Where with Batman, it is, I mean, you're flipping between people like crazy, but it's like you. This, you can miss a punch, you can do that, but it's also
like
really easy to still hit them. Sort of like Sifu, I guess you could say. There's a lot of like, oh yeah, I got to do this different dodge to this guy or this counter, and then I can throw this guy, I can charge him off a cliff. There's enough combination in this where I've beaten the game and I still give me a room of guys and I just want to fucking fight them. Really good. The headshots feel amazing. The weapons, there's not a ton in there. They feel great. You can shoot people in the legs and get them on the ground. You can you can disarm them by shooting their arms. When you're out of ammo, you can throw your gun at them. Like, there's a ton of combinations.
Yeah.
It feels lived in enough.
feels realistic.
It does feel real. Well, to an extent, it's still arcadey in a great way.
I mean, like realistic is like, oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm throwing the heavy item I'm holding in my hand at you to do something.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So at the end of all this, you're giving it a 9 out of 10.
Yes, I would give James Bond First Light a 9 out of 10. I'm very happy with it. It's got room to improve. I think realistically it probably deserves more of an 8, but I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because I haven't had a new game experience like this in like a decade plus. Because there is so many good games coming out, but I haven't had like this. Reminds me a lot of a 360 era game.
Yeah.
Where it's just a good story where it's long enough and it's a fun gameplay style and you can just jump back into it every now and then. I've had a game like that. It's either a really long like RPG or like something that's, I guess, more action oriented version of this. Like, I mean, it had Resident Evil.
So it's a well-polished, concise game that isn't longer than it needs to be.
It's a nice
but
package.
it's long enough that
Yeah.
you feel like you got your.
You don't have to play it if you don't want to, but if you like Bond, you'll love it. And if you're into Bond, you'll want to rewatch all the movies, which I want to do now.
I did see them pop up last night, and I was like, I could go through another Daniel Craig sit-in.
I think I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to.
we still need to rewatch Archer. So
Yeah, okay. I can do fucking more than one. I'm up to season 3
You're
of
not set on
Castlevania. I
one
started
thing.
it like last Friday, so like it's not a big... Watching shows is not hard, Brock.
Well, we have a game that has come out. I think we should talk about a game that's got announced and he is coming out.
Yeah. Mr. Call of Duty's back.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
yeah,
Brock's the biggest fan in the world.
I can't get excited about like serials, honestly.
Have you
haven't
seen
played a Call of Duty since like the original one.
Since Call of Duty
4?
Yeah, Modern Warfare, yeah.
Since for 18 years. Have you seen anything about this new COD?
No.
So,
Other than people whinging
See-
about how they said they wouldn't.
Ah,
I
you'll
see
never
where you're
win
going to
that.
go with this.
Yeah.
It makes it's hard because he doesn't know what we've come from to where it's at or where
Yeah.
it might go, which is the hard part of trying to explain.
I also don't care.
Okay, I don't care about Sonic, but here we are, Brock. 90 episodes in, and we're still fucking talking about it. Like, fuck me dead.
how many times can a motherfucker go fast? Like, riddle me this.
How many Sonic things can a grown man have? I can see 2 of them right now.
Oh, God.
Yes, it's your cup and your keys.
Yeah.
To be
So
fair,
my
I did
voice
see.
is like it's disappearing the further we go on. So yeah.
I did see the only cool Sonic thing I think I've seen in about 5 years just before. It was like 2-3 days ago, actually. It's someone had a Commodore that they had obviously lowered and just turned it into a drift car. And we all were doing donuts and burnouts and stuff. They had Sonic painted and it was like just up to his waist, just above the wheel well, and then had painted white stripes on the wheel. So when
it
it's
looked
spinning,
like he was running.
I was like, that's really cool. It's the only thing I've seen that's been
Too
interesting.
bad you ruined that Commodore.
Yeah.
So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 has been announced. And the cool thing about this, I mean, you might notice it from the new logo. They're actually, for the first time, I mean, I think ever, they're putting a bit of a different spin on it. This is set in South Korea.
Okay.
And the idea, story-wise at least, is it's a war where North Korea invades South Korea. And it looks like your squad is made up of American and South Korean soldiers. Very different take on the series than I think they've ever done. Like there has been like Asian soldiers and things like that before. And they've done like the Pacific when they did like World at War and a lot of stuff like that. But this is very different for them. The other thing is, it looks like they have fully changed the combat like style. It looks like it's a lot more run around. I don't know. It's a lot more floaty.
It needed it because everyone loved the change when they went to Modern Warfare 2019. It was like fresh. The gunplay felt fair and realistic to an extent. Modern Warfare 2, I don't even know what year that came out, 2020, 2021 maybe. It had that same sort of vibe, but there was just something off, and then they just kept fucking it up. This seems more back to like what we wanted after 2019 and kind of bore to that Modern Warfare 3 with the updated combat and like maneuverability that everyone's kind of after.
Honestly, the way the camera is swaying about and like it's not level. I know the look they're going for. They're looking for like the body cam kind of footage.
Yeah.
It's just making me feel motion sick.
I get you. It's just a bit of a difference though that
particularly
I'm kind
like
of here for.
If you scroll back a bit, like towards where they were walking through the street up to the shop or whatever they were doing, they were walking up the steps back further.
Sorry,
way
it was
back.
right at the start, I think.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here.
Yes. So here where, if it shows it, but like the camera was like swaying and bobbing about.
This is a cutscene.
I get that, but again, like
It's from the point of view of the body cam, like the helmet cam sort of thing. That's it probably won't be that full gameplay. Yeah.
I get what the look they're going for, but it makes me feel sick that like just have it as a flat camera. Like I get the cinematic view you're going for, but just do it as a cinematic.
I've got no problem with that. They've basically done it the same way forever, and they're doing something a little bit different.
And Call of Duty has been
also you're complaining about something that you said that you're not going to play the start with, so you're getting angry at something you're not going to consume.
Yeah,
so you're sounding like a lot of the people who are
like 9/10 of the internet do.
Yeah,
anyway,
I know,
so.
but I mean you got to be
also
better.
Call of Duty's settings on console and PC have always been very extensive. You can turn that shit off almost immediately if you probably want to.
Okay.
Which I think you probably will, because I feel like probably in this video they talk that they're going to make this game very PC focused, I guess is the way to do it, like for controller players on PC, because it's always been a Call of Duty, like Battlefield is a console game.
Yeah, it's always been the keyboard and mouse versus controller.
Yeah, but it's always quite heavily focused on the console experience rather than the PC experience, and I think they're trying to make it a little bit more mix and match, I guess, with both of them.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm intrigued. There's some movement things that they've brought from other games that they've refined, which I think could be okay. Like the ledge hang thing. I don't like that you can pull your gun up over the ledge though. I feel like the dolphin diving or the backward, whatever the movement's called, I'm not sure what they've changed it to, is interesting. And I like that the stamina is now, as you run, it decreases. There isn't like a attack sprint that you can kind of jump between like the older games, because that you could just abuse the fuck out of that and it just ruined it. People are zooming around the whole map and it's just not, I don't know. It takes the skill out of it and it's more just like who can get to the best spot. I don't know. It's weird. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm keen. I mean, I'll give the new COD a try. I mean, like COD. Yeah.
Hang on. Can you just scroll your mouse wheel back through that? Did that say Big War?
Where?
Just scroll a little bit further to the right. There was like shows up like what game modes they're having.
Big War.
Big War.
Big War round-based respawn party.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm keen to see what COD does. I saw a lot of people online complaining that the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, that they're doing things that they want. Like there's people saying, oh, why are people celebrating that they're going back to these things? They should have never removed that in the first place, which I fully get. But at the same time, isn't that what you wanted? I'm not saying...
If you're saying, why are they doing this? They should never have removed it in the first place. They're bringing it back. You just said they shouldn't have removed it. So why are you complaining?
I think people just want to get angry at COD to be angry at it. And
to be fair, it's justified the last few years.
Yeah, it really
horrendous.
has. That most recent one was so bad. And some of the ones before were so bad as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, new COD, we'll have to wait and see. If it keeps going up like it looks like it is, like a lot of the things they're bringing out for it, I'll keep an eye out. I'll play the beta, see how it goes from there. That's usually the good indicator if I'll grab it or not.
The tricky part with COD was, I mean, I'm glad that the Modern Warfare is the series that they're bringing it back to kind of basics with, because everyone was like, we need another Black Ops game because 1 and 2 were hectic. Then 3 came out, Zombies was the main focus. It was also hectic. Then you got 4 and Cold War and fucking whatever else came after that. And they went so far left, it's not even funny. Like just stupid anime skins and Nicki Minaj is in it and all that sort of rubbish. And I mean,
Cheech and Chong running around. Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah, that was the thing I saw on here. They made a comment, like, I don't know if this was an actual official thing, but like all the unlocks and everything so far, there's no sort of
cross progression
enhancements or anything. It's all cosmetic. There's no actual unlocks for weapons or that will actually make them perform better.
No, there never was. It's all just cosmetic stuff. But it's like you could be standing there and you're like, okay, cool. There's Nicki Minaj next to me. On the other side, there's fucking like Snoop Dogg, and then there's just all these random little fucking things that just make it a bit.
Yeah,
it's meant to be war, technically, in the loosest form of the word, but
they don't care about that. They just care about what makes money.
I know, but people like so when Battlefield announced Battlefield, and they're like, oh, by the way, it's just going to be different skins, but it's all tactical gear. Everyone's like, thank God.
Yeah, Battlefield's fallen off.
Yeah. I mean, I updated it the other day because I added a few new maps and stuff that look quite cool. I haven't touched it again yet.
Yeah, I might jump back in if they've added some cool modes or something like that. But
we did pump it hard for like 6 to 8 weeks straight, and it was great fun the whole time.
That's how I know, like, whether or not the actual release dates for games like this are actually posted up or whether I pay attention to them. I know when these games actually release because for the next 2 months, all the people I usually play with online or all the games I play online that are usually full lobbies and that, suddenly they're ghost towns for a while. It's just like, I can get all the shit done that I like had to wait in line for before. I can just blaze through everything. Awesome. And then 2 months later, everyone's back again. They're just like, yeah, I played Call of Duty for the last 2 months. I played Battlefield.
I don't expect to get a long life period out of a Call of Duty game.
No.
Unless
it's got a good separate mode like Zombies.
Correct. If there's a good like season pass where it's like, hey, which they haven't had since like the PS3, it's like, these are the 4 DLCs we're doing. You get a new map every 90 days, for instance. You have enough time to do everything in that to its peak, and then they go, here's the next one, pay us $28. And you're like, okay, I'm getting enough content to last that long, and I'll play it for a year. The new one's out. Perfect. They haven't done anything like that in ages. Like Black Ops 3 was like the last one that got everyone really excited for, the extra modes at least.
Yeah, I mean, like when a game hits hard with its side modes, or it doesn't even have to be side modes, but content that you can just go back and play so much. It sounds dumb, but you just go back so much. I mean, like Black Ops 3, we still go back and play that every now and then. That game came out in 2015 or 14 or something. Like
that Zombies took over. That game wasn't about like the gun, like the multiplayer or the story. It was like, oh, by the way, here's just zombies and that's the focus. And everyone still goes back and plays it.
Yeah.
It's a great, absolutely great game. And also, like I've said, it's got a bit of a life because it's got workshop support and people make some hectic maps for that.
Which
stuff that is so polished, so good. I can't believe it's some of the best modded stuff I've ever seen are Call of Duty custom zombie maps.
Which they had the original Zombies creator for like Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 go through and review. I don't know who it was with. It was like one of the clans or something. They went through and did a full breakdown of people's custom maps.
Who's that?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I saw the video. They were going through. He designed some of the maps for like the other games. They went through and reviewed custom maps people are making. He goes, this lighting's really cool. I like what they did with that door. And he went through and played rounds on them and was like,
that's cool.
And it was like, these are actually really cool ideas, which I think is a good touch. Another thing with the new Modern Warfare, it's finally not going to last gen consoles. It's just sticking with current gen.
Fucking finally.
And Switch 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's at a later date, but it's obviously they've announced that it will be coming to Switch 2, which is
I mean, that's what everything does at the moment. Is it's always a later date. 007's coming to Switch 2 as well. It's just it's at a later date.
I could see that.
Which I like that they're trying to get the port right first.
Yes. Yes, rather than just like crowbarring it in, like, oh, we'll figure it out later.
If this plays well on the Joy-Cons on the Switch, that's cool. Having a proper FPS portable,
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
I'd be all down for that. I mean, hopefully it's not like, bro, the ports for the COD games on like the Wii and the Wii U were fucking horrendous.
I loved Black Ops 2 on the Wii or Black Ops 1 on the Wii. I don't know which one I had.
Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii was fucking horrendous, man.
Having that shotgun with a nunchuck in the handle, run around doing the numbers mission, that was hectic.
Oh, it was Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that I had, because that was the first time I played like Black Ops 1 was through the Wii until I got a PS3 and I got it on there as well. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever on my fucking CRT sitting there playing with a white and orange shotgun. Yeah. It was sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. And then the other thing with the new COD, which is a little bit innovative, is that they've obviously announced some stuff for the multiplayer, but they've got a map that they're called Kill Block, where it is a smaller map. It's like a shoot the same size as Shoot House, which is one of the bigger maps from the last like 7 years of COD, where it is a sort of like a square or maybe a rectangle grid, and it's split into 3 sections, and it's going to be a random section every time you play. So they've made a bunch of different variations or
it's
parts.
Modular, yeah.
Yeah, it's modular, and they can slot in different areas of the map to make this map every time. So essentially, apparently they've got 500 combinations or something like that.
500 ready to go, and like they've got the tech there to have like 900,000 iterations if they keep stacking them all randomly.
But either way, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And the idea is that people aren't going to be able to learn these maps. They're going to be able to learn sections.
Yeah.
But it's going to maybe promote people to not be as, I don't know, aggressive on the maps or have a certain play style and know what's going to work all the time on these certain maps, is where it's going to be more down to maybe pure skill as much. I mean, these games usually aren't. There's always something.
There's a ceiling and you get to it pretty quick.
But it's really cool. It's like, okay, it's not going to be the type of thing where, fuck, I'm playing this map and people are going to camp here and it's not going to be fun. It's going to be, the idea at least, so far, it's going to be different. It's going to be new. I can jump in and this is going to be a fun game.
You can have whole days or weekends playing the same map because it's technically the same map, but it's not. Your experience is going to be changed every single time you play it.
Drastically different, which is a really cool concept. I can't believe no one's done it before.
Yeah, if it works, which I think it probably will. I think this is going to be their shipment, their shoot house sort of thing. Because we'd have weekends where it's like, oh, what's on rotation this week? Oh, you got shipment. I kind of got a bit over that last week. And then shoot house shipment is back. And you're like, okay, this is good. You jump in that playlist. There's all you play because it was double XP.
Yeah.
If they do the same thing for this,
oh,
it'd be good.
Yeah, well,
it should be good. The bar is set very low. Very low.
For it to be better than the previous titles, yes.
Exactly.
The only thing that might shoot itself in the foot, which I think they may change, is that it's due out like 2 weeks before GTA 6 is supposed to come out. Which COD comes out at the same time every year. It's the end of October. What GTA 6 is expected to be the 16th or 14th of November.
Something like that, yes.
That's a ballsy window.
Yep.
It's a very like what we were talking about before. Fable, Xbox's new like hero title, 2027. It had its release stage too.
Yeah, been pushed back because they didn't want to compete with it. Yep.
Which great on their part. They might get Game of the Year if it holds up, maybe. But COD 2 weeks before is a ballsy choice.
Yes, very much so.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Infinity Ward's usually okay with their choices and things, but
I mean, like it's a different demographic. The people who buy COD will be buying GTA as well, but at the same time, they are a different style of game. I don't think it's going to stop people buying. That's one of the rare games.
That's why I think like Fable wouldn't really need. It's different enough that people who are wanting to play it, they're going to get it regardless of whether they buy. But I also understand the line of thinking behind. Hey, we just don't want to compete with it at all. We're going to move it back to here so that it can stand on its own. I get that, but I also think that it's like
it gets its own time in the sun.
You're playing those games for very different reasons.
Yeah, well, I get that. I feel like COD has got its own market. There's people who buy console just to play COD.
Yes,
COD, and they will get that, and they'll get GTA as well. Where there might be a lot of people where it comes to November or whatever, it's like, oh, I got $100 this month. Am I going to buy Fable or COD? I mean, or GTA? I'm going to buy GTA, of course. But there's a lot of people. If you're going to buy COD, you're probably going to get the other.
But it's also I mean, I'm not going to say they deliberately did it this way. The whole reason that they point it towards, hey, we want it to release at this time, is it's the whole big sort of like, oh, this is the primary gifting period, like where it's like everyone's going to be buying this game, not just for themselves.
That's where Christmas noobs come from. We revel the December to January period because COD is full of new players.
Yep.
They got the game for Christmas.
Yes.
You can fucking abuse the shit out of them because we've been playing since, I don't know, the end of October. You know enough. You get in there and it's Christmas time and you're like, no one knows how to play this game. Yep. It's just fun and easy to absolutely pub stomp for the longest time. It's great. But I don't know, Fable probably needs its time in the sun and doing it a year later after that release because GTA 6 is still going to be big for the next decade.
Oh, it's getting geared up to be, of course, the biggest entertainment thing of all time.
Because they've had, like the Game Awards the last 3 years, it's like, oh, most anticipated, it's been GTA 6.
Yep.
Which I don't see. I mean, it'll be all right, hopefully. I don't think they're going to push it back again.
Hopefully not. If anything, hopefully they push forward the computer release. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to be a game worth buying a console for, but this is that.
Here's the other thing. I probably won't buy it day one anyway.
Well, you can't.
But like when it comes out on PC, I probably won't be buying it day one anyway.
I'm going to have
the exact same as Grand Theft Auto 5. I bought that like 3 years after it came out. Probably longer.
Yeah, but you buying new games isn't like shock. Like you're not buying them day one regardless, unless it's like something crazy that you're interested in.
Yeah, there's a fucking blue hedgehog in it or something. But I mean, you're in the minority there for sure.
I sure am.
Yeah.
Like I'm buying it.
And I'll fully admit that as well.
Yeah, I'll probably be buying it digitally.
I will be sick that day.
Yeah, I'm buying it digitally just so I can download the 280 gig update file that they require before the game comes out so I can play it.
I have a feeling our particular store is going to be empty.
It's going to be very, very limited because that's right towards the retail blackout period for that end of the year.
True.
The other thing I did hear about GTA 5 apparently is the install file on it is going to be
6. You said 5.
Did I? Oh,
yeah.
GTA, whatever. Fuck you, Ben.
GTA.
But I did hear that for GTA 6 that apparently the install file is going to be big, like 400 or 500 gigabytes. But they're doing
don't see it being that
Let me finish.
Shut up, Brock.
You're not fucking understanding this, bro. You don't understand. The reason, the idea is that they think, let me do it for the third time. GTA 6 is probably going to be, the idea is going to be 500 or 600 gigabyte file. But part of that, like a third of it or like half of it or something, is basically they're doing some weird way with the storage where it's almost using it as like cache memory or like RAM where they can quickly load things because of how big some of these things are in the game. This is what I heard online. I heard a couple of people talking about it. I don't know how they would particularly do that.
Sort of like expandable storage on phones where you get 4 gig of RAM, but you can use your extra storage space and allocate that as...
Sort of, yeah. The idea was that it wasn't, the actual game files weren't going to be that big. It's a percentage of it, and then they're using another bit on top, sort of as just flash storage.
Which, that makes a lot of sense, because I mean, Xbox has an SSD, PS5 has an SSD. If you can have more space on that to have it half loaded all the time.
Yeah, it was to help with some things. I saw a couple of things online saying that that was the reason why. They were like leaks and rumors from reputable places online.
Yeah, I get.
Brock disagrees with all the
I
games
do,
he
'cause
made.
He's arguing
get
about his non-console argument.
Yeah.
I get the idea of it, but I also know that that's not always how the hardware works.
No, but it's Rockstar, and they've been working on this game for fucking a decade.
Yes.
They're gonna
They'll
develop.
definitely have some well, hopefully they'll have some very good optimization tricks there. But doing that, that's a very old thing, using the hard drive as cache memory.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
also
new
it's not a
consoles.
hard drive, it's an SSD as well.
It is an SSD, which doesn't work in the same manner as that always. But anyway.
I mean, they've
think-
been doing tricky things on consoles with
I-
SSDs in a while
Yeah.
now. For like,
I know you're very knowledgeable about stuff you know, but I think the people who are developing the game will probably have a bit more
They're going
knowledge.
to know a lot more about it. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not debating that. I'm also,
Saying they're
it's
wrong.
all hints and rumors on stuff that's that's not exactly how that works. That's how about we just wait until it's out. And
I'm
then-
fully expecting my PS5 launch console to turn into a jet engine, just like playing Modern Warfare Warzone.
Oh, it's going to blow up the second you walk the disc into
Oh
the
no,
room.
this thing's it's turning off. It's having a detox for a week and a half, and I'm cleaning the fans before it even touches my fucking power
I
button.
might have to buy a $14,000 Pro.
Yeah, I did. I did have someone today come in and go, "Hey, I'm just getting some numbers together." He wanted a list of stuff for himself and his girlfriend, and he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, are you gonna get the disc drive for the Pro?" And he's like, "Oh, actually, no, I don't. I don't think I will. I'm purely buying this for GTA 6, and I want the hard drive space to just be allocated for GTA 6." And I was like, "Ah, smart. Yeah, you don't need a disc drive then. This is all I'm using this console for. I already have a PS5." And I was like, "Okay, that's fair."
And then I got my GTA machine.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm very keen for the online for that.
Ben's GTA machine is just going to be his PlayStation in the fridge with a long line running to his TV.
Well, I mean, if it works.
I don't know if I am very keen for the multiplayer of GTA Online. It would
just
be
want-
fun and I want to play it, but I don't really like the state that GTA Online is at.
I like the
It's
activities.
such pay to win that. And
It really is. The second they added private lobbies where it's just I can jump in with my mates and we can just focus on doing shit together. We don't have to worry about every random with a rocket launcher coming in and fucking up our fun for 20 minutes. That made it so much better.
Once they added the ability to do the buy and sell missions in private lobbies, I got so much more enjoyment out of that because you don't spend 72 hours of in-game building up your bunker storage to then go, I now have to drive this across the map. It's not lasting that. I need this 6 mil or whatever it was going to pay me.
Yep.
I was like, once they do private, you get less return, but also I got a return. That sort of stuff is fun. But I really want to do, they've said there's going to be jet ski races and there's going to be golf and tennis.
All the mini game stuff will be amazingly fun.
Because there was enough of that in GTA 5. It got old quick because there were 4 things unless you did the stun races.
Yes.
If I can go through and be like, by the way, there's 30 activities here. It's like Wii Sports Resort, but go fucking ham with guns and shit.
Yeah.
It's game over.
Oh, we had plenty of fun just doing hey, tonight we're just going to play golf. By the way, the first 2 hours is us just going and picking out new outfits to play golf in.
Yeah.
You make your own fun.
You do, yes. Which I think because Rockstar bought 5M or incorporated 5M.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
If they have that side of aspect into it as well that's native, that could be cool. I have absolutely no interest in role playing, but being in some of the things that they added with the 5M and stuff into the base GTA, that was cool. I'd be keen on that.
I would not be surprised, and I think they probably should. Exact same thing they did with GTA 5 is don't have multiplayer come out at release and focus on it a bit more. Give it, I don't know, 3, 6, 9 months.
Yeah.
And then bring
Release
it out.
with the PC release. Hey, this is coming out, and then we're also doing console online.
But then they can have all these really big RP guys who've been helping out. There will obviously be time for focus on that and have it a way more fleshed out system. Because, some of those RP things, those servers, insanely cool what you can do. And that's why people had so much fun on them.
I like all the car mechanics there. Get in the boot, you can open the doors, you can hold people up and have it work really, really well.
Yep.
The stuff they added, the police scanners and how when you're driving around, it has all the different street names and just little things.
Yep.
which if they have workshop support, that would be cool.
Oh, they won't because
They won't.
it'll be on the Rockstar launcher, which is the bane of my existence. That thing fucking sucks.
Every time you even look at it, it's just like, do you want to sign in again? Like, no.
I'm signed in. I'm
yesterday.
currently playing GTA 4. What's going on?
I just hate external launches for games. They drive me up the wall.
EA fucks me every time I'm playing Rocket League. I'll open it. It'll have EA there. I'll close it. I'll be midway through a game, and then it goes Rocket League black screen. EA thing pops up. It's like, I closed you an hour and a half ago. Why are you open again? I don't have any games installed that I currently need the EA launcher for, but I know I will at some point, so it's staying there.
Me Bomber.
It's a big me bomber.
Yeah. But yeah, believe it or not, GTA 6 is coming out this year. Actually, I'm not going to say that because I'll probably
You'll jinx it.
I'll jinx it.
We've said that for the last 2 years now. Almost 2 years.
But I mean, I sort of forgive it because this game can't fail.
No, unlike Elder Scrolls 6, which we saw again.
Oh my god, yeah. We were on YouTube earlier, and then one of the recommended videos popped up was the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer 7 years ago.
Yeah, 30 million views or whatever.
20 million.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, man. What a joke.
Destiny has came and gone in the time. Destiny 2 has came and gone in the time the GTA 6 announcement has been out.
Yep.
I don't think it was... Destiny 2 was older.
2017?
Yeah. 7 years ago is 2019, mate.
Fuck.
Fuck.
that's
I think I slept in too long.
I did sleep in this morning. I still made it to work on time.
Actually.
I made good time. 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
There was a lot less traffic than I thought we'd have this morning because normal Mondays for us is it's either
hell.
really good or it's hell.
Normal Mondays for me from now on are going to be bliss.
Be up till 3 a.m. playing games, out of bed at 9:30. Golden. That's the way to do it.
Oh no, I'm going to probably be in trouble if I don't stay at someone's house on Sunday night.
Oh no, you've shot yourself in the foot there.
Nah.
You can play games there.
I'm EP. Lizard, it's 10:30. I want to eat. Whatever.
By the way, I'm waking you up at 7 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah.
You got to drive back here to play games.
Yeah.
Silly lizard.
Okay,
You're lucky we're coming on the weekend.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Your costume in shot?
The hat is. I'm not going to elaborate. Ben had a interesting topic. It was one topic has now evolved into two.
Yeah.
What do we want to do first?
I think we talk about the second topic that came out of this, and then we talk about the concept of what I wanted to originally talk about.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So Ben sent me a video to get up ready prior to recording today, and he sent me it, and we started playing it quickly just on the screen beforehand. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why did he send me this video that's completely in Spanish? He's like, what? No, it's not. And he pulls it up on his phone, and it's this guy talking to camera, and he's speaking in English.
Perfect English, by the way.
Perfect English. And he's got the right mouth flaps. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go on here, on Instagram, this was on, and no, he's speaking in Spanish with the right mouth flaps. It looks like we dug into this. Meta now has like an auto translate thing where they will translate the audio into like an AI voice with the same cadence and timing and everything.
And you have an option to fix the lip syncing for the video as well, which it was. I looked at this video the last few days to get it ready and be like, oh, what should we talk about? And I noticed that there were Spanish subtitles because I was like, that's weird. I don't remember that the first time. And it says down the bottom, translated, like auto translate, Meta, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Maybe that's did the subtitles. Lo and behold, the whole fucking video is in Spanish to begin with. And I had no idea.
Yep.
It did such a good job of changing the cadence. His lip sync is like ridiculous. And the whole thing just sounds,
natural.
You look at him and you go, that's his voice. Then you also watch it in Spanish. You go, no, that's also definitely his voice.
Yeah. So before we knew what was going on and you showed me the video, I was like, what the fuck? That's him in English. Once we found out that I had the auto lip syncing, I had a look. It does look a little bit funky, but if you didn't know that, you would not think that it was AI.
It was fucking weird.
It was fucking crazy. Like I've seen like the auto translating stuff on YouTube videos and things like that, which is a cool feature, but you can say, okay, this is auto translated, but it's passable. It's like I can still experience enough of this and enjoy enough. This video was fucking insane. They completely transformed it. I can't wait to have all our videos in Italian.
Yeah, we're going to do the Mr. Beast thing and release all of our videos in every single language ever just for you other people.
And in Japanese, we're going to get some hectic voice actors for us.
I wonder if that chick who does Goku's available.
I was just going to say, you're going to be the guy who does that's Frieza.
Oh no.
But back to the content of the original video that we wanted to talk about. It describes, it's a video about this gentleman. I don't remember his name because it's in Spanish, lo and behold.
English or Spanish. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah,
Both.
isn't that a meme?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, crazy. He discusses about top 50 photographers all upcoming photographers should know. And the gentleman he uses, I believe, was Maxon or something like that's the creator's name. He does all of his photography using photo modes built into video games. And I was talking to Brock about this yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Yes.
About could you class someone who uses photo mode in video games as a photographer?
As someone who does paid photography work and has a background in education in film, but is very related, I'm going to say no. But I do think they're a creative.
Yeah.
I think they're still someone who's got they've got the drive, and they got the idea and the thought process to be able to do it. But no, if you're using a photo mode in a game, I don't consider you a photographer because you're not taking a photo.
Correct.
You're taking a screenshot, and it's giving you the most ideal scenario you can possibly do. Like we were talking about Forza's photo mode. It's hectic. Some of the shots coming out of that are insane. Like, oh, this is background worthy for sure. If someone did some crazy shot like that and you gave them the camera and you were telling someone to do burnouts around a race course or whatever to try and replicate that, they're not going to be able to do that.
No.
And it's not even just, I don't know how to use this camera. It's learning how everything works in conjunction to get that idea.
Because Forza uses focus, aperture, and shutter, and it's on a scale of 0 to 100. That does not
exactly.
That doesn't translate well because I was like, okay, you put it at f8. Oh no, there is an f8. It's just 8. It's like f8. It's 0 to 100. It makes zero sense until you go and tweak it a little bit.
Yep.
There are games like Ghost of Yotei and all the rest of it where they go fucking ham on all of the settings. Which, if you were well enough versed in, you had a little bit of camera knowledge first, went to that, the skills could kind of translate.
Yeah.
Not in every situation though.
Yes. I mean, like you were saying, like people who are very good at taking photos in photo modes in games, I think they would be great at photography and they've got an eye for it. And I think the thing that would probably be the most frustrating though is you're getting such beautiful results out of these games, and then when you go in to use a camera for the first time, you're not going to get the same thing.
No.
Because the other thing is the game is doing a lot of the processing of the editing straight there. Half of photography is doing editing in post. Shooting in RAW, it looks flat, looks shit, and then you have the eye of capturing that moment and then editing to give whatever motion you want. Like there's times where you might fuck up and you're like, oh, that turns into a really good thing. Like I remember taking some photos last year at the King Gizzard concert and I'm like, oh, this isn't exactly what I wanted. But I was like, in the edit, I was able to turn it into
half decent photo.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's just like, it was like, oh, this is like really like this special lens I had on, or I mean, filter was like, it's really fucked up some of these reflections and stuff like that. It's like, oh, actually, this is really cool if I do this and I change this into, I mean, you can do a crutch and make everything in black and white. That's what you do if you're lazy and you
want to make noisy.
Yeah, exactly, as well, if you're got very noisy footage.
Artistic choice. I didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I don't believe if you are doing photo mode stuff in a game that you are like a photographer.
No. I think the creative direction that comes out a lot. Like some of the
100%.
shots in this video, which we'd watch if we could get it to fucking translate on the browser. Some of his shots are really, really cool. They take an eye to notice those details and those moments, and I spend a lot of time doing that in games because it looks fucking hectic.
Yep.
But also, you're not getting that perfect shot every time. You have to be ready for the perfect shot, and that comes 45% of the time, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, for example, again with Forza, it's like, oh, I've got this really cool shot of this car drifting around this like corner, this berm or whatever, and I've got it this perfect angle where all the dust's coming up and they've got the sun coming in, there's a cherry blossom there. It's like, okay, recreate that for me. You just can't. First of all, how are you going to get that close to a race car like that? I'm not saying it needs to be perfect. Opportunities to even take photos like that are so few and far between.
Step one, go to Japan.
Yeah.
To simplify it, it's you're basically going, hey, being able to take a photo in this environment where I have 100% control over all of the aspects in it. Versus
Impossible.
in the wild where I have control over just me pushing the button. I have no control over how fast the car comes in, how much dust it kicks up, how the light exactly strikes it. All of those, like, that's only 3 things there that I've named, but there's so many other things.
The biggest thing is the car, the track.
Yeah.
How many people do you know that can just, I'm just going to go to the local race car track and get someone with a fucking, I don't know, like an R8.
Yeah.
Audi start going around corners. It's like, where are you going to do that? How are you going to do that?
Tires cost money. The 600mm lens you've got cost $20,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's like, for example, I've got hectic camera gear. I can't just go to any concert and start taking concert photography. All of my concert work, besides a bit of stuff I did years ago where I did have some press passes, I've had to take on a small little compact camera because I can't take my gear.
No,
I wouldn't want to half the time.
It
wouldn't be allowed. No, it's not that.
Something that you want to cart around in.
Not even that. You wouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah. There's a rule.
True. Yeah.
If you take certain lenses to the F1, there is a length limit based on what it is, and they will just go, no, that's over the limit. I think I don't know what the measurement is, but I saw a guy last year at one of the British Grand Prix.
I think a 70 to 200 is the length, the most you can take.
And they were like, no, it's too long. It's like, no, he had a tape measure for the exact requirement. It's not the camera added onto that.
I did see that, yeah, like the IKEA one.
Yeah, and he's like, you take this because you can tell them to politely fuck off because they will look at it and go, that's too big, and just not let you take it in. And you can't, once you go in, you can't go back out. It's that done for the day. It's very, very, you can get away with it with like teleconverters and stuff, but
that's what Cody did when he went.
Yeah. Fucking heavy ass thing walking around with that all day though.
Yeah, and also you're degrading if you put a teleconverter on, you're getting half the light you should be able to get. Yeah. I mean, if you got a good
lens.
Some
very, very good photos and videos that got asked by McLaren, but it's very, very, it's opportunistic moments that don't come along like they do in video games.
That's why I bought that little Sony RX camera.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. I'm just getting a little bit long in the tooth for what it is. I wish there was more stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Really do.
Which, I mean, you're lucky you found it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm still looking at this new Lumix coming out that would sort of fill those shoes.
Very cool.
It is a lot bigger though.
What do you think the actual title for someone who is skilled at taking videos and photos in games should be?
Well, I mean,
is it a digital photographer or is it just a digital creator?
Well, because then when you go into photography,
you're not creating anything though. You're just capturing something.
I'd say you're a creative.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's a very broad term.
It is.
I think it's just someone who's got the potential to do some of this stuff in a
controlled environment,
live action setting. You know, well, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, when you go into photography, you talk to some old heads, some older people, and they will say if you're using a digital camera, it's not real photography. You need to be using film.
Did you see that series on TikTok with OG?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hectic.
Yeah. But exactly, he was like, no, that's not real photography.
He's like, we're not doing this until you go out. And he went out and bought a film camera. He goes, you have to buy this before we do anything.
And film cameras are cool and they're sick and everything like that.
So
but
it's also expensive in its own way.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the progression. I'm sorry. This is there. You're going to get some cool stuff from old film cameras that are cool. This is the way to go. This is so much this can't do.
The term I see most often bandied about for, I mean, digital image manipulation and, you know, screenshotting and whatnot is usually just image artist. Do you agree with that as a proper term?
I don't know.
The thing I saw on Reddit when I was doing a little bit of research for this was like, I wonder if I've still got the tab open. It was like professional screenshotter.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me though.
Well,
like, that sounds so.
That's diminishing the.
You wouldn't have seen this probably. Very similar light to what Ben's talking about. People doing screenshots in game, in photo modes in games and calling themselves a photographer. There was a big trend on TikTok and Instagram of people saying that they were concert photographers. And what they were doing is they were playing live shows on their TV and getting their camera and taking photos of it and doing different angles and editing it heavily to make it sort of look like they were there. And some of the shots look cool, but that's not your shot.
No, it's
You're
not at
literally,
all.
you're taking a photo of someone else's live footage of the cinematography of whatever guy is down there with his fucking shoulder rig walking around.
Slaving away for
Yeah,
$21
with
an
his-
hour.
Yeah, with his massive Sony fucking handy cam. Like, that was also a big thing. And there was a lot of discourse in those comments being like, this is just straight up like stealing.
Yeah.
And I do and don't believe that because they put their own artistic spin on it. But yeah, you're basically, it was like an on-rail shooter essentially. It's like, oh, where's a good shot? Yep, right here. But that's because you're taking a photo from the official people in the pit for this. Or be like, let's say it was Justin Bieber at Coachella. It's old mates down there right next to him filming him because that's his job and he's allowed to be there to do that. You're never going to be able to do that. You don't have the right gear for it. You don't have any of this stuff. And you're just screenshotting what old mate's done. And it's just...
You might have seen this as well. It's kind of based on that. I think it predates this, but people, I think it's a big in Asia, like obviously like pollution and health and safety, whatever it might be. People go to concerts and they, you know, those when Pokemon Go was big and people had the cars and the motorbikes with all the screens and there was pretty much like a
yes, I
big wall
remember
mount
seeing
of
it,
phones.
Yep.
They do that, but they do film concert videos for people. They pay for a digital ticket and they film it all on and then send the person who's at home who paid for the ticket all the videos and photos and stuff to say like, oh, I was at the concert.
God. It's just like that plane in Las Vegas or something. You could hire out
the content creator, a PJ.
Yeah, there's a PJ. So a private jet in LA, or no, in Las Vegas, where you could just go onto this airstrip and get a photo shoot in front and inside of it, acting like you were going on a private jet.
It's just a half tube thing.
Yeah, and so many content creators and people online were going in and like, yeah, just on my way, just like doing business deals. Like just making deals and all this shit.
It's
like,
just in a storage shed somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere that's
it's
got good
another-
lighting.
Did
fucking
you
Nevada.
guys see the... I can't remember what the actual term for it was, but it was like someone had gotten a shot of like this particular street in, I think in Japan somewhere. It might have been in China. But it's got like just rows upon rows of all of these beauty influencers all in this same street, all like with their own little space marked out that they use to just like... They know that's like, hey, if I put this street name in the tagline, it immediately jumps up my views because
I
like
didn't see that,
the
actually.
street itself has a prestige.
Yeah, right. I mean, I also have a photo at the corner of Rodeo Drive in LA because like the sign looks fucking hectic, and I remember that from American Wasteland. But
Yeah.
like,
But these are people doing like little beauty makeup tips and like little influencer whatever stuff. But the whole reason
you
they're...
sound like a boomer when you talk about that.
I mean, look, I'm 38. I'm getting very close. Yeah, it just... The shots showing like behind the scenes
It's
of
an
all
image
that is
thing.
just like... It is.
Quite literally and figuratively, it is an image thing. But yeah,
But it just looked so...
fake.
Well, not even fake. It just like... I mean, the word I want to use is dystopian, but it's not. It's just... It just looks so depressing watching all these people just like work all of this stuff to try and like get ahead of all the other people who are less than 5 feet from them. And it's just like, just don't. I don't know what to say to you. To just like, stop making me feel so sad looking at you.
That's unfortunately just how it is, Brock.
Just, I don't get the...
It's not for you. That's why you don't get it. You're also a 38-year-old man without social media. You're going to sit there and go, that's fucking weird.
oh, what do you mean? He's got fucking Facebook Reels.
I'm not
Where
opening
do you
one.
think this week's topics came from?
Oh, God. Whenever I go on Facebook, all the Reels are fucking just like,
6 months old and I go,
No,
oh,
they-
that was current.
they're all hoof cutting videos.
Oh, the horse
Jesus.
ones?
Yeah, I fucking love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get the
That's-
abscess out of Daisy's foot.
Yeah, the cow ones are good too.
Yeah.
You see, like, the comments are like, so what happened to the horses if people never came along? Who's going to put their shoes on? It's like, that's not how that works. It's like,
Who's going to put their shoes on? Bro, how do a horse put their shoes on, bro? They don't have fingers. But they got that shit on, though.
where did they come from?
Yeah.
Where are the horseshoes from?
Where'd they go?
Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, that's the one. So we had a submitted
Topic?
topic this week by the one and only Beansy Weensy, who I think is going to come on again in the next few weeks. We love having Beans on.
Beanie baby.
Yeah. Beans sent me a thing on Instagram, which I think this is from a few weeks ago, but apparently Europe will require all mobile phones to be sold with user replaceable and longer lasting batteries starting 2027. I have seen only a few things about this, but I've seen it out there.
Yeah, I've seen it out there as well.
I don't know how they're going to enforce this.
Well, I think
it's a good change. But
I also think it's a good. I think it, rather than being interchangeable batteries, I know like OnePlus and I think Nothing did it for a bit where you could buy Nokia did it for one of their phones. You could buy parts on their website and go, this is the kit to open your phone. Here's the instruction video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think making them easily replaceable is definitely a way that everything should go. It kind of screws up like the waterproof aspect of phones and all the rest of it.
Screws up a lot of stuff, sadly.
Yeah, which Apple would be the last people to get on that boat. Samsung, I also think, are going to be contesting that very hard.
Yes, they would be.
I don't know how you'd be able to do MagSafe anymore.
No, definitely not.
You probably wouldn't be able to, which kind of sucks. You'd be able to have wireless charging, but probably not MagSafe.
MagSafe's just got every big Android phone now has some version of MagSafe. I think Pixel call it Pixel.
Just because it physically takes up so much of where the battery would need to come out and put back in, which I don't think you could. You could probably have some like a coil at the top for the wireless charging.
Like you have it like designed to the back of the phone rather than the battery. It's a fuck around.
Yeah.
But I mean, Europe got Apple to change their Lightning to USB-C thing,
which was such a game changer. It's so good that happened.
Yeah, there's no phones currently on the market that aren't using USB-C, which is fucking massive.
It's amazing. And I still get people complain that why did Apple change the cables? Or I only just changed the Lightning, which shut up, you fucking didn't.
Lightning's been around since what, 2000 and when did they get rid of the 30 pin?
Oh, fucking forever ago.
Yeah.
It was like the iPhone 5C or something like that. Like we're going back ages ago. We're going back decade plus and people were complaining. It was good they went to USB-C.
Apple had also been using USB-C for fucking 10 years at the point that everyone had to change.
They were like one of the first brands to put it on a computer. A lot of people didn't put them in computers and it's still annoying that there's so many accessories that are still USB-A.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when there's ones that need C for the high wattage and power draw and the data transfer rates and stuff. And like my computer is only got 2 USB-Cs on it.
Mine has one and it's on the motherboard.
Yeah.
And it's fuck around.
Mine are both on the motherboard as well. And
mine has 2, one on the front, one on the back, but only the back one is like of a certain rating.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous.
I have about 9 A's on there and I'm sure one of them's got a high transfer rate.
I've got a fuck ton of A's. And they're 5 gigabit or 10 gigabit. It's like, no, give me my C that I can do up to 40.
Yeah.
The new Thunderbolt 5 was 80 or 120 gigabit a second.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Before people yell at us about USB-A can't do high transfer rates and charging. Yes, SuperVox, I think that's cool. It's not in every phone though, and every device. Yeah. It's in like Oppo and that's it. At the moment.
What is it? 80 watts it can do?
Yeah, and it's fucking stupid. Very cool.
It is cool.
Also You've got to buy the phone that has it for it to work.
I won't lie. I had a Oppo X-Find Pro 5. We're going back like 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah, the 9's just come out now.
Yeah. And that had I think it was the first one that had that crazy like 80 watt charging or whatever.
Yeah, I had the OnePlus 5T, which I think they only just called it dash charging, but it was a similar
whatever.
thing.
I had that one that had the 80 watt charging in my phone, and it was. I would have a shower, 20%, come out, and it was at like 83. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Which I know some of the Renault phones that Oppo do have that capability. They don't give you the brick in the box though. They give you the cable and the phone's like, this is capable of 65 watt charging. You're like, awesome. You don't get a 65 watt brick though. You got to go flog another $90 on.
Is it a USB-A or a C one? If it's an A one, good luck finding a 65 watt
You have to buy one through their website.
I was about to say.
I don't know. It's a bit silly. I feel I would like if phones gave your chargers back in the boxes today. Like I opened a phone today at work and it's a brand new phone that's been on the market in Australia at least for maybe a month. It has a USB-A to C cable and it's like 15 watts still.
It's like an Honor phone or something.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was about to say it's an Honor.
Which, cool, I guess, but also that's not fast enough.
No, I mean, like...
It may have some weird tech in it. I didn't look into it.
I don't know what this is.
27, I think is what it says.
For
but
the
it's,
16 Pro Max. Yeah, I mean, like, it charges pretty quick and it does hold fairly well.
yeah.
So I'm not super worried about it on my phone, but I did really enjoy having the fast charge.
That being said, for most people buying a phone these days, unless you're, grandma and grandpa who's still holding on to the iPhone 12 or something, most people are going to have a USB-C charger at home somewhere.
Oh,
They're already
everything
gonna
comes
have
with it
something
now.
that's going to
Yeah.
probably won't hit the absolute peak of what the new phone's going to handle, but it's going to come, a lot closer than what grandma and grandpa.
When people come
have.
in now, there's like, oh, I don't have a USB-C. I'm upgrading from an iPhone 11. It's like, have you bought an iPad or an Apple Watch in the last 4 years? Yes. Cool. It's the same
It's
charger.
the same thing as that.
It is physically impossible for you not to have something with USB-C.
Yeah,
in the house.
people need to get over this. Oh, why'd they change it? Everyone's got C.
They also changed
Every
it
single
3 years
device
ago.
in front of me at the moment uses USB-C. My phone, this keyboard, this mouse, the Rodecaster, the iPad, the MacBook, your phone, the 3 cameras in front of me, all use USB-C. The 3 batteries connected to them are all connected through USB-C.
The only thing powered in here
Grow
that does
up.
not use USB-C are the lights in the fridge.
Yeah, but I do have lights that take USB-C.
Yeah.
Not this high wattage though. And the fridge is
I just
And
looked at
my
them. They're so bright.
my PSP in my bag. That's the only thing I own now that doesn't take USB-C. Everything else
Mod it.
in that bag. Yeah, I should.
Mod it, bro.
Honestly, I should.
You'll probably break it. You and D, these nuts.
Sit on it.
You're a dick.
It's in your pocket 24/7. You don't play it
I just said it's not. It's in my bag.
now.
It's in my bag 24/7, idiot.
Brock would rock up here after recording. He'd have a phone, a fucking little retro toy, and a PSP in his pocket, and a loose USB with no cover on it.
No, that was in your room because it had Windows 11 on it.
Yep.
You finally gave it back.
Yeah.
No, I gave it back. I gave it back to you because I tried to put it in my computer. Oh well. Brock, you had a little thing you wanted to talk about.
I did.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's get on to the next thing.
Thanks, Tom. Always love doing this with you. I don't know if either of you have watched any of Dragon's Den.
Well, no, this isn't Dragon's Den. This is Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, sorry. I don't know why I thought it was Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den's just UK, but it's the exact
but
same
Shark
thing.
Tank, yeah. I don't know if you've seen any of it at
Oh,
all.
I've seen heaps of it.
Yeah. Ben, have you seen much of it?
Yeah, the Scrub Daddy.
I mean, look, I haven't seen that
Someone
much
threw
of it,
out
so-
our Scrub Daddy.
Here,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know,
pissed.
I found 3 sponges, 1 used, 2 clean in the sink the other day, and I'm like, why?
I need
You know
it.
what was on the bench in front of it?
Yeah.
1 in the packet, and the empty packet still sitting there on the bench. We don't need 3 sponges. I'm calling out. I know who it is.
Yeah.
He's not watching these.
Yeah. Well, I bought a Scrub Daddy like 3
And
years
throw
ago.
the old one
That thing-
out.
What?
The fucking dirty one. If you're going to
Oh.
put 2 brand new ones in
Yeah,
it.
I don't understand. But like, I just wanted my fucking Scrub Daddy. I had to scrub a fucking pan, and I wanted that thing. It was gone. So I guess I'm buying another one of those. But yeah, go ahead, Brock.
Anyway, one of the sharks, I suppose they're called.
Kevin
One of the-
O'Leary?
yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary. He recently went on, like, not a TED talk, but he had like a
TEDx.
a business talk thing to someone. I'm not sure who.
Yeah.
Does not important for the overall story. He kind of gave away how little he understands about tech because he made a comment about how there's people are happy to pay more than 5 times what they would for a Windows device when they're looking at an Apple device. Completely glossing over the fact that, like, the exact quote he said, I believe.
Yeah, get it up if you can.
Where is it?
Honestly, probably in this article.
It is. That's the article I've got on here as well.
Be quicker for him to find, probably. Yeah, that's a good
yeah.
look.
Yeah. Okay.
You can buy an Apple laptop, average price about $1,800, or you can buy the same functionality for $350 on a Windows laptop, but you still pay $1,800. Why? Brand. He completely glosses over the fact that, like, it's not the same functionality. They do, like, roughly the same things, but at that price, you are not getting anywhere near the same level of performance. Like, oh, I just need to type up an email. Cool. Both of those will do that. Oh, I need to watch a video. Cool. Both of those will do that. One of them's doing it a heck of a lot faster and with a lot more features than the other one. But for someone who, like, gives this, like, is supposed to exude this feeling of like, oh, I'm a businessman. I know these things. I can spend my money wisely. I'm on the blah, 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 blah. He just came across as like, you know nothing about the tech here at all.
I fully get why he's been like that, though. is Apple is a status symbol brand company, 100%.
It is.
And back in the day, like a lot of their computers, just they were good for what they were, but they were a lot closer competing wise to a Windows machine and
That's
just more
back
expensive.
in the day, not
I know,
nowadays, though.
I know, but
all
he's
relative,
he's
bro.
also not a fucking tech head. He fucking sits down. He has hundreds of $1,000 watches on his wrist, and he plays a $1 million Martin guitar in his office every day and is on phone calls. Like, he's not that type of person.
He pays people to think this stuff up for him.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Yeah, well, they could have given a bit more accurate.
He's wrong, but
information.
he's also right in the sense that people will spend more for it has Apple on it, which we were talking before about fucking people obsessed with buying an Apple genuine cable
Yes.
opposed to a third party one that is still good. Half the time with that though, to play devil's advocate to myself, is people will buy a shit cable, like something from like a service station, a petrol station, a fucking gas station, whatever you want, like a shit little cable that they need, and it won't work because it is just
It's a power cable. It's not.
it's
a data
terrible.
line.
They'll get it from somewhere, and
Yeah.
then they will be very hesitant about buying a
Third-party
non-Apple
cable,
branded
yeah.
cable, even though there is so many brands like in Australia, Belkin, Signet, Anchor,
Yeah.
Logic.
A-Logic, which make great third-party cables, if not way better.
That
for a
have
cheaper
Apple's
price.
logo on the box. It says some of the Signet ones say Apple certified, or they
Yes.
have made for Apple iPhone
Yep.
and
Yep.
iPad.
But people still won't because, no, I need the Apple one. The Apple one works. The Apple one's better.
They go to the Apple store and buy one.
But we still see it like we have people walk in at the moment and like, oh, I could buy the Apple tablet for. I mean the Apple tablet. I could buy the iPad for. What are we selling for? 587.
Everyone does them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
Yeah, 587.
587, or I can go and buy this Samsung tablet for. You're not getting the same level of performance if you
No, you're
spend
not.
that same money on a Samsung tablet.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that at all, and especially these days, yeah. Comparing he's saying $1,800 because I mean that for them that would be a Pro.
Yeah.
There's two models below,
So what's an Air worth in the States? Like,
or Air here is $1,800. It would be something like I don't know, like
What everyone
$1,200
was
or
pointing out
something.
was that like he's completely discounted the Neo. Like the
Yeah, he's probably got no idea that fucking thing exists.
which I think this, reading through a bit of that article, I dare say the people making this article are kind of assuming that he's just completely forgotten about it. But I think it's,
in America, the MacBook Air you can get for around $900.
yeah,
Yeah,
which
That's
is
the 16 gig with 512.
not bad.
that's actually it's a better price than we have it here.
Yeah.
And the
that's-
Neo you can get over there for around 589.
Yeah, which isn't
Yeah.
terrible. But like
Yeah.
him talking about this, going, yeah, people want the brand. You're not going to automatically go to the low tier MacBook if he's who he is. He's not thinking of that. He's thinking, I'm going for this price because that's what he's always associated with Apple. The Neo has been out for what, 2 months?
Probably closer to 3 now.
Yeah, it's like it's not on his fucking radar. He doesn't get. He's not buying a $500
Well,
Apple
by
computer.
that point, he's saying like the Windows laptop he's referencing for 350. Like over here,
Yeah, where
that's
the
gonna
fuck
be
is
like
that?
400 something here.
Where the
No,
fuck is
I
that?
mean, that'd be still like $600-700 for the
It's not that much of a jump.
US to AUD.
I just spent 250 US yesterday, and it came out to 350. It's
not a bad exchange rate. Then
no,
maybe
it's
go back
not.
and-
It was
At the moment,
actually very
generally,
surprising to me.
generally, rule of thumb, I feel like translating USD to AUD is it's usually about not double. It's like
You
two-thirds.
usually in the ballpark.
The
If
moment
you
it's
just
a-
go to double.
yeah,
US buys $1.40 Australian, which is actually
yeah. It's usually about $1.50 ish.
it's
Yeah.
been it's gone up.
It has. It was like yesterday was $1.38.
Yeah, like it's
It's
very good. Time to go back to America. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I also you got to think of importing it here and getting all that stuff, and like there's a whole. It's
But-
stupid.
what my point was going to be. Like you're saying about like most of that low tier stuff. It's not even going to be on his radar. Blah blah. Blah. That $450 computer for us, the 350 for him, that shouldn't be on his radar either. In that case,
No, well, I mean, the thing is, there's an Apple product, and then there's just everything else. And when he's saying Windows computer, he means like everything else.
You can get he could be talking about Chromebooks.
Yeah, exactly.
I would hope
There'd be
not,
like
but, yeah.
199 US over there for like what we have here for like 450. Like they're not the exact same machines. They're still shit, but it's also $199 computer. Regardless, in the loosest term of the word, it is a computer. It folds open, it's got a
Yes.
keyboard attached.
Yeah.
That's all he's seeing it as.
computes.
Yes, it
He's
does
nuts.
things quickly.
Actually, what nationality is he?
I don't know. I mean, he's got a very thick American accent. He might have something in him.
Money in his pockets. He's also an actor now. He was in that Mighty Supreme movie.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
That was a weird movie. I really enjoyed it. He's Canadian.
Canadian. Okay. I don't
Looks
think
good
I've
for
heard
71.
71.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, money does definitely make you age slower.
Yeah. Have you seen that guy who drinks his son's blood to stay youthful?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
What
he's
the
a
hell?
he does some weird. He's very, very weird. To be fair, you see photos from 10 years ago to now, and he's definitely looks better. Still looks his age
How has no one called Child Protective Services?
because
on
his
him?
kid's like 25.
Yeah.
This man's like 60, and he's trying to look 40, which he looks good for what he's doing, but it's also some weird things.
Yeah.
Big on the vitamins and like the health and no sun, UV protected. I don't know. I don't.
Well, speaking of UV protected, retirement home, Wii Sports Bowling League can't be beaten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Ben found this story. I saw this the other day as well, that there's a, what's this team?
The UV Okies.
The UV Okies. They have, they're a team of bowlers where they play Wii Sports Bowling.
Yep.
And what they're undefeated
They're
for.
undefeated since 2021. They're like
That's goated.
there's like an elderly Wii Sports Bowling League, which is fucking hectic.
That is so cool.
yeah.
They've got a quick video here. Let's see
Two
if this.
matches into the 2026 season.
Look at this.
And UV Okies haven't dropped one yet. Their match against Town Village was no
I
exception.
love that they got a massive
A
room for
convincing
this.
win that pushed
Yeah,
the
it's a
streak
rec
little
room.
Further down the road. And this match brought something worth celebrating. A
God,
resident
yeah.
qualifying for the top 8 for the very first time.
I would be all about,
Competitive
like,
round
if
of
my
40
grandparents had
bowlers.
like a fucking Wii bowling competition, I'd be like, I'm going and watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
emceeing,
hectic.
Putting bets on.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course,
This
that's where
is-
your mind goes.
are you serious? You don't know who's gonna win. It'd be hectic. This is what I have pictured retirement homes for people our generation to be.
Oh, yep.
Since I was like, damn, we could play games forever. And it's like, this is them playing games forever.
I legitimately think once our generation, and when Brock retires like 40 years before us, but
Next year.
yeah, we're going to have a way better retirement in this
Oh.
regard. Maybe financially, not as much.
I was about to
but,
say, yeah,
but
it's-
entertainment-wise,
Oh, fuck.
100%. I mean, like, I'm sorry, there's so many more
Let me
things.
go rewatch Dragon Ball.
Yeah, not that they don't have access to these things. It's just mindset-wise, they're not going to go play video games. I mean, they're playing Wii Sports Bowling here. It's not like they're sitting down and like, all right, finally, I'm on to Dragon Quest 85.
Yeah.
Like, they're not doing anything like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's just what that generation's like. And it is such a rarity to see an older person playing video games. That's why there was like that Skyrim grandma that blew up years ago, and a few other like Grindbar Gaming that we talked about,
Yeah.
and these older people playing games. And it's like, oh, this is hectic. And they get a big following and everything like that. But I feel like when people our age are going to get there, we're like,
Oh,
all right,
the LAN parties are going to go
let's fucking go.
Cool. We're going to back-to-back every single Black Ops 3 map, Zombie Chronicles, and we're just not stopping. We're wearing our diapers and we're shitting where we stay. When we stay.
The thing I will say though is we're looking at it through the lens of today. We might get to that age, and games aren't like that anymore. Everything's VR. Everything's a headset. Like
If I can
it could be like that.
you
you
just
can
get uploaded directly to the internet and just play it all virtually.
yeah,
fucking works for me.
yeah. How about uploading these nuts?
Yeah. But like, they're up and moving. They're doing what they want.
Exactly. Good on
Undefeated.
it.
They're undefeated. I'm intrigued to see how far they go.
I love that this elderly Wii Sports bowling team has got their own jerseys.
Yeah, the other team did too.
Yeah, I wonder if they've got like full on rivalries. Like they're actually like shitty with each other.
What was the top comment that you saw earlier, Brock? It was like, that bitch Deborah or something that threw my parlay or something. Wait,
They're
hang on.
going out in the parking lot and just like
It's loading on my other screen over here.
One
going
of
out
our
in the parking
residents
lot and
qualified
stabbing
for the top 8 out of more than 40 bowlers. They got 40 people playing this shit.
Where
Yeah.
can I bet on this? First thing, Deborah cost me a parlay last week. I can take them all except for Barb. She is unbeatable.
See, the good thing about like in the States, I'm going to say good thing very loosely here. you can bet on fucking anything. So someone would have seen this a year ago and go, we're making a bet for that. And there's one out there.
Well, here we go, Ben. Call of Duty League is going to be insane in nursing homes in the next 30, 40 years. You just got to keep your hand-eye coordination up and make sure you're not
fine.
getting...
We've been playing games for 20 years.
Who knows, it might cook us more. Just don't play too much Mario Party and get carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
And we should be good to go. And I can be as shit as I am at any game now in that much time.
This is going to be hectic.
Yeah. But, yeah, pretty goated.
Yeah. I've seen like 3 posts about them since like I shared it to you like a week ago. And it's just like more different angles of like it looks cool. I'm very excited.
They need to put some like Osmo 360s on while they're doing it or something. Wrist cam.
Counterbalance will be off. Or like had it on their head and have like the chin mount.
Yeah. Okay. Did you guys have anything else you want to talk about this week?
No, we went through my topics.
No, we went through all mine.
The only other thing I had on here, I'll probably skip, is the fucking Bluetooth bomb thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be... Yeah.
Look out for our explosive episode next week.
Boom.
Check your device names.
Yeah.
Other than 007, is there anything you guys are looking forward to coming out? Like Ben, that's why I said
Going to
007,
Europe?
but-
Yeah, that's not coming out. I don't know. There's that's how I tried to look up before. I didn't see anything that was...
Yeah, we're in a little bit of a lull at the moment.
I mean, we've had 3 great games back to back. So, I mean, there's not...
Yeah. I just want
This part
something
of the
that's
year's
going to be
always a bit-
like... I can really sink my teeth into. I've still got Crimson Desert there, but I still haven't scratched that itch yet with it.
I feel like I'm going to need... Like, I've been playing little bits here and there, but like, I know like Chapter 7 took it fucking out of me with that hour and a half long fucking mission.
Yeah.
I want to go and be cool, I'm going to go do this today, but I feel like I need 9 hours to figure out what exactly I want to do before I start getting into it, because it's...
See, I'm dropping in and still playing it every now and then, but it's very much I saw a cool thing, I'm going to go off and do that. Like, I need a week.
It's not a good
where I can
ADHD game.
No, it really is
It's
not.
like, oh, there's a cool thing over here. I'm going to go like, oh, look, TikTok popped up. I want to go find this mount. And it's like, fucking 4 hours later, and you're like, I still haven't got to my objective.
I really need a week where I'm just going, all right, I'm just going to pump out the rest of the story so I can get to all the end game content. And then I can go through and like, I know there's no way I'm ever going to 100% that game. There's just too much in it.
No. I've seen a few.
There's a lot there that I want to do that I need to get further in the game to see it properly.
Seen a few people on Twitch going through it like this week saying they've finished the main story. Like it's been, 2-3 months since that game came out. And they're like, some of the set pieces and end game stuff for like what they set up for the story is fucking ridiculous.
Did you see that there was a thing that's been in the game since the start they've only just found?
What?
You can milk cows.
Yeah.
There's apparently a hidden skill for it.
Oh, you probably have to observe it.
Possibly, but
Yeah.
like you can go up and just milk cows, and it's like, why? Why was that not like a, hey, by the way, if you want easy milk, you can just do this?
Is this
need
in
milk
Crimson Desert?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Batman for a second.
No. Although that is still like, I'm really enjoying my time with that as well. There's so many references.
That'll be
to
a
other stuff.
Wednesday game, I think.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just keep an eye out and see if there's anything cool coming out soon.
Yeah.
I'll probably just go back into a back catalog. That's why I was looking up Game of the Year winners there, and I've got an idea that I'll speak to you about in a second. But with that, Brock, is there anything you want to say?
We will save it there.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.